Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Legends Season 11 action, and I am joined tonight by a special guest. It is former Portland Burnsider, multiple-time Lads player, Aaron. How are you in this fine evening?
I'm doing good, Badger. Thanks for bringing me on.
You know,
Who
tonight,
do we got today?
it's going to be a fun matchup between Kittens and their matching Bunnies taking on Little Bros. Both teams can use the wins. Little Bros currently sit 4 games under 500. They're at 6-10. This is their last series of the group stage. If they get a 2-0, they have mathematically secured making the playoffs. If they go 0-2, they still can make it. But if they get unlucky, they will miss the playoffs. On the other side, it is Kittens and their matching Bunnies. They're 9-5, 4 games over 500. It is their second to last group stage series. If they get a couple more wins, they will secure a top 4 seed for the winners bracket. So there is decent bid on the table here for both teams.
I'm excited for the underdog here. I really want to see Jaw's team pull a 2-0 here. They started off with the Tusk. I haven't seen either of these teams play yet, so I'm not sure where they're going to put the Tusk at.
It's probably going to end up being 4, but again, there's a lot of options there between putting it 4, putting it 3, putting it mid. It's been a lot of Tusk in general, both the pro and the amateur level, the last month or so wouldn't be too shocked if it's a mid. One thing I would be surprised
Have you
if
casted
it's
these teams before?
Hmm?
Have you casted these teams before?
Yeah, I've casted, I think, Little Bros 2 times. I've casted Sasquatch's team probably 4 times.
Okay.
One thing of note, though, is
Tiny.
there's a particular respect ban that most teams opt for that this team did not opt for. It is banning out the Crony Bounty Hunter. Most teams have banned it, and the ones who haven't have lost. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not they go with an 8-pick Bounty Hunter here.
I guess they're scared of the less Marcy. Marcy's understandably pretty powerful, so on Jorik's team. Bring out the Bounty Hunter. That's fun pick to see.
I believe his bounty's
Have they played
2-0
this before?
so far. Yeah, he's a very notorious Bounty Hunter 3 player. Crony normally plays 4 spoiler for this team, except when they pick Bounty. Then he goes 3.
Yeah, I've seen people play it as a 3 because he's so fast in the lane, too. He has, like, really high movement speed.
And Janata is one of those abilities that's just, it's not fun to play
And against.
it's not fun to play into. Like you
Depend the Naga,
walk up,
understandably.
you get slapped for a bunch of damage, you lose gold. I think it's a slow.
That makes me
still.
even think more so it's a bounty because, like, illusions into bounty is rough. So, or bounty into illusions, rather. It's rough.
And Ja plays a very mean Naga. I think he can play the PL as well. I wouldn't be too shocked if PL is the next ban from Sasquatch. So they have time to contemplate exactly where they're headed here. I have looked up the stats. They've picked Bounty Hunter 4 times this season. They are 3-1. I casted 2 of those games. They were 2-0 in those games, but they ended up picking it twice more since that, going 1-1 since. So still mostly 3-1, good stats on that one.
The tiny Ags is still good, too. I've seen people playing it a lot more with the tiny Ags Echo Saber.
Yeah, I mean, Karan definitely plays the mid tiny pretty well. It'll end up being Jorik 4. I know he plays tiny as well, and maybe they'll have him go play a comfortable hero being that 4 tiny tonight.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So they have not banned out the PL. PL certainly not a top tier hero in the current patch. Maybe they're just not concerned about it. Unlike Nagu, is probably like the 3rd best carry in the patch right now, so maybe that's the mentality right now for Sasquatch. It's one of those things. I mean, I kind of trust Sasquatch in this one. I mean, 2-time Lads champion, former Odd Otters captain. Man has been around esports for a very long time, between StarCraft and owning Nouns as well. So I trust his judgment.
They banned the Bat Rider.
They banned the Drow Ranger. Okay.
Yeah.
Both these teams still have a lot of reserve time left, so there's a lot of time to
10 seconds
contemplate
remaining.
big moves, contemplate their mistakes, you know, all the fun stuff with drafting.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, it'll be interesting. Okay, if you have the silencer, I know it's a hero that Sasquatch has gone for. Of course, it is the ban to protect the Enigma pick. Martial Enigma. It's been
Yeah.
okay. Certainly not his finest hero, but it is one of the best heroes of the patch. So that's where we're headed.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm pretty sure you didn't see it, but there was a
Seconds
game
remaining.
the other night that I was casting. I think it was foreplay, and we
I
were
haven't
we were
seen it.
watching Martial Enigma, and he just went Midas first, no Wraith Pact, and his Midas was on Courier. It died on the way to him too, so it was like the most tragic game of all time. Like the saddest Enigma game, just buying Midas, getting it slowly, and having it delayed by 3 minutes from the Courier dying. It's just. Boldax made a video out of it. So it was pretty funny. Maybe tonight is redemption. Redemption for our main man, Marshall.
Team pick.
Former
hope
teammate of
so.
mine. Almost a lads champion, so you know.
Rubik, that's fun. I think that
Ooh.
definitely. I think it definitely makes Tusk mid now, because like Tusk mid against Enigma, like you get extra cast range. You can save people from black hole,
Definitely.
or like you can still ball across the black hole and you can grab everyone that's hitting the black hole.
Mhm,
5 seconds
definitely.
remaining.
It is possible they go like Tusk 5. I know Sasquatch likes the hero, but probably, yeah, it's probably Rubik 4, Tusk mid, Bounty 3, you're right. That would make the most sense. And generally in Dota, the thing that makes the most sense ends up happening. Keyword is normally. You never know what you're
Yeah.
gonna get in amateur Dota sometimes, though. Sometimes you get some real wild and crazy stuff.
Mark my words, they're gonna get John.
At the point now, though, where it's the 17 pick, where the major advantage state in the draft is now going to shift to little bros who have. Okay, it's a sniper. There's a hero who,
Yeah, sniper versus Enigma.
if he gets ahead in the lane against Enigma, can really go to town against him.
Yeah, the shrapnel also hurts. They nerfed the magic resistance on the Eidolons early.
10 seconds.
Normally, I would say, oh, Marshall's going to buy a pipe at some point, but I don't think he actually will. It's not his style. He's going to go like Midas BKB Blink Dagger or something. Like some. Unless he's been humbled by his previous losses, and they'll go for normal Enigma items now. If he's been humbled, maybe we'll see Wraith back to pipe tonight.
They're out playing.
But sometimes in Dota, it takes a few beatings to get humbled and go for the correct builds. Oh, yeah. So we have 2 counter picks coming in, 2 cores almost certainly headed our way. If I'm drafting for Radiant here, I'm probably grabbing a safe lane hero, knowing you probably know your lane is Bounty Rubik. I would put about $5 in that being the lane for the dire sided off lane. I'm actually not sure what you would go carry against that. Something like Templar Assassin sounds pretty decent. Just have the refraction in the lane. Have it be a somewhat decent hero to trade with the Bounty Hunter. I'd be a little bit scared going for these.
I'm really
first
curious
heroes,
on where
but
they're sending their bounty at. To be honest, like, I want to see where this guy goes.
I'm pretty sure it's 3, but maybe it could be a ruse. Maybe they want to mix it up.
They don't really have any stuns, in my opinion, on Dire either. Like Rubik stun, and that's it.
Stuns are a social construct, Aaron. We don't need them. You know?
Okay, just kill him in 3 seconds.
If the great Ukrainian captain Goblak has got me anything, you don't need stuns to win tournaments. Plus, they have like Snowball,
Yeah,
Rubik
please.
Lifts, they have a Shuriken Toss. And even then, I'm sure whatever festival we'll play this game will be. Maybe if Invoker's not banned, that could be the option. Let's grab the Invoker, and that's a decent bit of lockdown. They opt for the Morphling instead, who, again, you mentioned the lack of stuns. If Morphling's not getting stun, it's not a very hard game to morph on up, turn around, morph into a hero, get some more strength, and just do a lot of Dota impact. So I think it's a good pick to go with the Morphling here. Alternatively, just because we're in a situation where where Dire just grabs some hyper burst mid laner and try to destroy the Morphling ASAP. I think the Lina magic build will be pretty decent at doing that if Festival's a fan of it. I know some last mid laners are going for just like new age Lina with Ags magic heavy build. I'm
I've
not
seen
sure
that
if
too,
Festival's the sort of player
with
who
the
would like that,
eggs
but
and shard.
yeah, the shard as well. You're right.
Also
that
seen
point-
people try this new Lena safe lane thing. I'm not a big fan of it personally.
Lina safe lane's a little adventurous for me, but Lina mid lane of that build's definitely
Oh yeah, I
quite
think so
viable.
too. I think the Lena safe lane though. I'm not a fan of it.
I know Logical's a fan of it, but I'm not sure if he really wins those games that often, so
It's
I'm not that convinced.
fair.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good Pangolier ban. I didn't think about Pangolier initially when I was thinking of heroes that were good bans, but it provides a lot in terms of lockdown. Fairly tanky hero, lanes well against any hero in Dota, basically, so. They banned the Storm. Okay, they're getting rid of this hero who can really get on top of the sniper if he gets ahead.
I think I don't know where they're throwing their heroes at right now.
On the bright side, they've got 5 seconds of reserve time, so we don't have to contemplate for too long. I mean, they'll just pick a hero, and at that point, we should be able to
Definitely
figure it
need
out.
someone that runs around with the like if it's support Tiny and Lich. Like Enigma just wants to stay in his lane, have Eidolons up at the tower. Morphling just wants to go farm early. Most of the time, I think.
Radiant team pick.
And
They need
we
also
lock in
someone-
a Wyvern.
Wyvern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this leads to questions. Suddenly,
I
is
would
it
think.
Wyvern mid? Is it Rubik mid? Is it Tusk mid? How are we actually going to do this? Probably Wyvern 5, Tusk mid, Bounty 3, Rubik 4. Does that sound correct to you?
Yeah, I would consider Ember for them. Yeah.
Good prediction. That's instant snap pick Ember, one of Karan's better heroes.
I was already about to ask, it's a pretty good Ember game. Get on top of Sniper pretty easily. They need someone to play around with Enigma.
All right, so it is going
They
to be
need that
Bounty 3
visibility.
for Kittens and matching Bunnies. And I believe that'll actually end up being a Rubik 5 rather than a Rubik 4. By that point, it's mostly interchangeable, I'm sure. And then on Radiant, it's about as expected. Joe Rick on the Tiny. Alright, so I'm just going to hope now. I'm going to pray that Marshall buys good items on Enigma. Just some good items. Not minus Blink Dagger BKB. I want to see a Wraith backed. I want to see a pipe. I want to see normal items so this game's competitive. I'm a little bit concerned, of course.
So we should be seeing this Ember being a lot of active. A lot of our commentary will be on the Ember probably. See what he's doing. So heroes he's going to play around. Does Jorik play support for this tag?
He's standing right now, and he's standing in for the 4-player, so he'll be playing 4
Okay.
tonight. Unless
we
for
got
some
4
reason they're
Tiny.
role swapping, but I don't think they will be. Ideally, they can get a fast Blink Dagger timing on Tiny, maybe like minute 13, minute 14, and then work with that, and go around like Lich, Tiny, Embers 3, have Morphling Farm, Enigma pressure a lane. But easier said than done sometimes. I think I prefer this draft on the Radiant side, you? Oh, never mind. We are instantly paused. Thought for a second we were jumping on in, but instead we are instantly paused. I can save my intro phrase for when the screen goes from a little bit of grayscale to normal Dota 2. You know, it's funny. I was watching some BTS Pro Series. Today was my off day for Pro Series, and I tuned into the stream just for fun. They were like 9 minutes into a pause. Neff and Ricky were just vamping.
9
like,
minutes?
You know, yeah, it was some
Damn.
major problem with Kotaro Hayama's internets, and they were just trying to figure it out. I was like, all right, so Ricky and Neff are just sitting there, vamping, having fun. They even they even brought up me, and I was like, hey,
It's,
I know me.
definitely Core. And Tusk mid, sniper carry. Yeah.
As expected, more or less.
Yeah. He has 345 movement speed. It's pretty crazy for an offlaner.
It's like he only has the windlace too, so it's not like he has boots, you know. Like you look at over at the tiny, right? He went windlace as well. He has 305 move speed on the radiant tiny versus the dire bounty hunter's 345. I think he actually might still be a little bit faster than the Lich and the Morph, even with the Frost Shield slowing. Like I'm doing. No, he'll be slower, but not by much. So it'll be very hard to run him down the lane, especially if Rubik is anywhere near, or the Wyvern is anywhere near the action. But the way the Wyvern's itemized, seems he's going to end up being a 4 Wyvern. It's Stick Tango's Blightstone, which certainly indicates will be in that Lich lane. But for now, it's already a 4-man smoke. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 1 of Kittens and Matching Bunnies, taking on Little Bros. My name is Badger, I'm joined by Aaron, and I think we're going to be in for a really good Dota game. A lot of tips are flying right now, and there is a lot of fun times to be had. Oh, they might just run into typical TN here, and I mean, luckily there's the smoke's already going to end, and there's no like invis to walk up and approach with. But again, Lich not a very fast hero. Bounty has a big advantage in the move speed departments. And for now, they're running a typical TN. The ward has been placed, but either TN has got too much game sense, or his teammates have told him to back off. Regardless, he is safe. Everything is A-OK. Dire sit, and the high ground is 4. It even deward their own ward a little bit. A little bit paranoid on that one.
Definitely wouldn't
Running
contest
on
this as
through.
more.
There's no way. If he gets away from this, oh, never mind, he's dead. That will certainly be first blood. Not quite sure who will get the first blood money, but yeah, it will go to Sasquatch on the Rubik, not the ideal target.
It's all 5.
That's certainly a good start to the game there for Kittens and their Matching Bunnies. It seems like Ja does not care. Like, you know, my sport's dead. Drop Tango Salve. Get a item delivery. Free courier. So middle lane, Ember Tusk. Who should normally win this matchup?
I think it goes even, to be honest. Like, Ember's gonna shove the wave right now. And Tusk should be able to CS with their tower. Looks like he's gonna get all 4 CS on Tusk, actually.
Festival, simply too good. You know, he's been one of the better middle laners for the last 2 seasons, and he's again hitting last hits under the tower. Over the top lane, we have Sniper Rubik taking on a tiny Enigma. Sounds like a pretty boring lane. Enigma in general, quite the lane dominator, so I'm sure it will not be fun for Sniper and Rubik. And over into the bottom lane, it's probably the most fun lane. It is Morphing Lich taking on a Bounty Wyvern. What should we be expecting in this bottom lane?
I think level 2 Wyvern and Bounty are gonna get a kill. Because Morphling is not good level 2.
Yeah, I mean, you can go wait for him to escape, but even then, it's not really
Yeah, they're gonna try to kill the
good
Lich.
for trading. He's not quite 2 on the Wyvern, but Crony's here to man up. Has that Shuriken toss this to bother Ja. He's not dead, but he's forced to be a little bit careful. That still has 2 stick targets to play with, though. And that could be the difference in these trades. Over into the Dire jungle, we see multiple stuns being thrown out at Sasquatch. He's being run down by Marshall and Joe Rick. There is no toss. The right clicks come through. Tree toss is there, but it will not get the kill. In comes Hyper, killing the courier of Joe Rick and then walking away. Not quite sure it was worth it, but it was some goal over the bottom lane again. Ja is manning up on Crony. A lot of damage going out to the Radiant side there, but nobody's dead quite yet. I'm incredibly scared. I mean, if Ja was not as good as he is at Dota, I'd be scared he's going to die soon. I'm going to give Ja the benefit of the doubt because he's like 7.6k, but it's still he's playing very dangerously bottom lane right now. So far,
Top lane?
Yeah, top lane. There's
Yeah,
an
top lane, top
avalanche
lane.
on 2.
Yeah.
You're saying before that?
No, I was just looking at bottom. They're playing pretty aggressive on the Wyvern bounty. Bounty's looking like he's getting a Vanguard, so that's good.
Yeah, that is how it goes a lot nowadays. Just if you're not buying a Wraith pack, you're buying the Vanguard, and definitely a good game to have the Vanguard.
Is this a new build? Like, I thought people go phase boots on bounty instead of phase.
From what I've seen with Crony, he just goes Vanguard first every game, so I'm not sure if it's the build or if it's his build.
I'm
But
just confused because he's a high armor hero. That's why I'm confused.
it's always nice to have the raw
You
HP
run at
in the
him and run
region.
away. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, is it possible we might see him get a hood instead this game? Because he's against a lot of magic damage.
We will see, actually. It's a good idea. Maybe he'll go for that. Unfortunately, we are not in his head. We cannot simply have the answer right now. But it'd make a lot of sense into the Ember, the Morphling, the Lich even.
Yeah, the tiny do.
Everything but Enigma, basically.
Yeah. Top
Speaking of
lane.
Enigma, he's losing Idol on top lane.
Yeah.
He's still alive, but it's always unfortunate to lose the Eidolons. Like, that's... We only lost one, but every Eidolon counts.
So, what team do you want to win the series, or what team would you say has the better draft?
I think that Dire have the better draft, but I'm fine with either team winning. I have friends on
I
both
like
teams.
Radiant's draft better.
So we have a disagreement. Very fun. That's
Yeah,
always a fun
that's
time.
cool.
I just think that from what I've seen from both of these teams this season, I think this is a draft that Dire is very good at executing on, from the sort of style they play. Usually the games where he loses, it's the games where Hyper has a bad landing phase, but he's 19-13 on Sniper. He's falling pretty fine, and Marshall is only 10 and 9, so he's actually losing to the land Enigma currently. Which is certainly not ideal when you have an Enigma lane. These creep aggro things are kind of hilarious. Jorah's going to die top lane, by the way. Shrapnel comes
Yeah,
through.
George then.
He's going to try to juke in the tree, but one more shrapnel is committed. The kill will go to Hyper on the sniper. Over to bottom again. Ja is still incredibly low, but he does not fear death. He has magic stick charges. One magic stick charge, I should say. Over to top lane again. Marshall's going in on Sasquatch, manning on up, but I believe that's not... Avalanche comes through from Jork. That will be a kill on Sasquatch. One kill goes the other way. First kill on the board for Little Bros. Over to bottom lane, the man fighting continues, but... Yeah, nobody's dead.
It's a slow
there.
game. Not many kills this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 3 kills at minute 6 almost. Not an ideal pace, but I've seen worse, you know. Sometimes you gotta be grateful for what you have. Over to bottom lane, Ja waveforms in on Crony. Crony went for the lit as you suggested. He'll stick up, man fighting with nobody. He's trying to walk all the
Oh,
way.
it saves him.
He'll get away. The Hood active, saving Crony. Seems like you and Crony on the same page, item build-wise. Meanwhile, to mid lane, it's minute
Yeah.
6 rune time. Karan grabbed the regen rune. He's going in on Sasquatch, but does not want to die the tower quite yet.
Rubik did TP mid for bottle refill, too. Let's check out the net worths.
Ember on top right now. Tusk, Bounty, Sniper, Morph, not too far behind. Enigma, a little further behind. Listen, it's a weird thing with Marshall. Marshall has this thing where every other season he's a god gamer, and then every other season it's not a good time. Like I remember,
Consistent.
first season he was in Lads. It was season 8, god gamer. Season 9 on my team did not have good times. 2 fights. But season 10 played with Boldrax's team, god gamer. Now season 11, it's a rough time again. The patches have certainly dictated a lot of his impact because you think about these good martial heroes. A lot of these, strength stun initiators or heroes like Furion, and neither of those two are very good right now. Not really, but We'll have to top lane, toss in on Sasquatch, but he's manning up. He lifts Marshall towards Hyper. Hyper will use to take aim active. Man fighting with Marshall once again. It's already one down the Radiant side. Karan TP's in. Hyper is dropping. Jork with the body blocks, and the Eidolons will bring down Hyper. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but Cross turned into a 2-for-1 trade. He's going towards Sasquatch, but Sasquatch has the jukes. He went south rather than north and gets away from the Ember Spirits. That would actually been a very big rotation if Karan got some kills out of that. I mean, if he got the kill on the sniper and then a kill on Rubik, he'd be like 4,500 net worth right now, which would be, you know, well in the way the most farm tier in the game. But instead, that misgank means he gets no money from the creep team gets mid lane, got no money from the kills, which is very, very unfortunate, of course. Oh, top lane Marshall, you are going to die, it appears. Assassinates on the way. However, never mind, it's cancelled thanks to the avalanche from Joe Rick. So no death on Marshall. Bit surprised that Hyper even opted to skill the assassinate, but he has gone for it.
I'm excited to see who there's Ember's gonna play. Just mid-game, Ember's gonna be trying to kill the sniper a lot.
Big fight bottom lane. Bounty's already dead, and it seems like the Morphling will not die. Festival TP's in, has Snowball in to punch, but I think he'll be a little bit short on damage, and he will be for now. Goes to punch, typical TN. The knockback brings Festival under the tower. Festival's still diving, has Snowball in 5, but cannot continue the dive. Ice Shards missed. Typical TN gets away. ET wants his kill desperately. He's using everything he has, unleashing the full arsenal, but nobody's dead. It says Karan, the Ember rotating bottom lane, tight chains on Festival. He'll punch up Ember in the air. Shards will break the flame guard. In comes Crony, respawning into the fight, and Karan said, you know what, Bounty's here. I'm out. Goodbye. Jorik, get out of my lane. We're not done bottom yet, are we? No, they want to dive bottom. The courier's dead. Actually, the Morbid Mask of Ja dead for about 2 minutes. A little bit unfortunate. Snowball comes through. Festival and Crony dive the tower. Ja is strength morphing up. Snowball is stolen by Ja, used by Festival. The Tusk has fallen. Jorik rotates in, avalanching. He still has a toss. He'll toss ET up in the air. Typical TN is the trade, but Radiant are winning the fight for now. ET is still on the run. Jorik's low on mana, but Ja dives to Crony! He could not survive any further. He ran out of the spells he needed, so instead it's Crony, still man-fighting, looking for another track kill. Jorik will tank the Shuriken Toss, and one more right-click. Down falls the Tiny. Triple kill for Bounty Hunter. Ember, meanwhile, rotates in over to the dire side track to bring down the Wyvern. So it is a 2-for-3, but the big winner, of course, is the Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, top lane, Karan's everywhere! He's now top lane, going in on Hyper. Hyper's half HP, Festival snowballs in, over to the Enigma. Sniper is already dead. Festival's traded 1-for-1, but it's time to run. Tusk will attempt the phase boot away. Ember has chains in 9. And he cannot run down the Tusk any longer. Crony will TP in. The fight continues top lane if Crony can get inside of an angle, but it seems like now Radiant will choose to disengage.
You know what typical TN reminds me of?
What does he remind you of?
Typical NA.
Typical NA was they were a team. They were all right.
Stack.
They had Double King for a while. He's good at Dota. And then we do not mention the
What was
post
their
Double
mid
King
player's
typical
name?
NA. Was it Rusi?
I don't think so.
Or did he play offlane for them? Been a while.
I can figure it out. Second.
Because they had like, I think it was like Pistia, Rusi, Brightside.
Foo Squash.
Foo Squash. Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
it was him. That was their mid laner, right?
Probably, yeah. It's maybe a bunch of different lamps. Over to bottom lane. Hyper, who just TP'd bottom from his death, went there, and he's just dead. He is simply dead.
Yep, I knew he was gonna kill Sniper. Or try to.
It's been the name of the game for Karan is you see Sniper top, he goes top. See Sniper bottom, he goes
Go
bottom.
bottom.
But doing that's a very big deal. I mean, Sniper is the primary win condition.
Yeah,
across
Tiny's
the
just
board.
chilling mid, and he's just running at the Sniper.
I know I wanted to see an early blink dagger timing for Jorik. He's on pace for maybe a minute 17 or so blink,
17,
so not,
yeah.
not ideal, but certainly I've seen a lot worse, you know, so once he has that,
Yeah.
the radius initiation's a lot better. Wait, look at Marshall's items! Look at Marshall's items. He has real items. This is not a Midas. We're speaking about
Oh, the
Snowball on
Enigma.
typical TN.
There it
He's
is.
already dead on the Lich. It was not a track kill, however. Marshall will run away. Karan, however, runs in. He'll put up a remnant for a safety blanket just in case. Crony comes in. Cytophist through. Karan actually might be in danger here. He's Snowball stunned. He cannot remnant away in time. A double kill for Festival. And
This
just
vessel's
like
gonna be
that,
nice too. On Crony. Getting some more.
got a lot of damage. Well, I'm suddenly a little more concerned for the Radiants ability to win the game.
I'm just worried about the Tiny because he's gonna go in and if he doesn't kill someone, if he like waveforms in on Morphling, the fight gets really weird quickly. Because if you waveform in on whoever Tiny goes and you don't kill him, Sniper's just gonna attack you, and Morphling's a very slow hero, so and then they can just ignore Morphling.
Alright, game plan. Either morph the Wyvern or the Tusk every fight. If you get Wyvern, just use Arctic Burn. If you get the Tusk, you snowball towards the Sniper. If you don't do that, you just lose the fight, I guess. Speaking of Snowball, top lane, punches there as well on Ja, but he's absolutely okay. He's playing relatively high strength to begin with, and morphed even further up, so they're not even close to dying there in the Morphling. Meanwhile, Marshall, Jorik, and typical, good Tumbler's Toy over the high ground to the low ground to bring down Rubik. Jorik getting ready with that tier 1 neutral item, and that'll get him that much closer to his Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, we see, ooh, look at what Crony's bought. He's bought a Spirit Vessel. That's a good anti-morphling item. He's activated again to lower that strength morph
A little
up.
scary.
The one concern is he just used all of his charges to not kill Morphling. It's the one concern. He has blown his entire load and he's gotten nothing for it. All he needs is one more kill. That will not be Karan, however. Karan is a little bit too tanky. Alright, so Dire extend their net worth lead even further. If you're Radiant, you find us farming it out and chilling, or do you want to go for like a black hole play?
Say again.
If you're Radiant right now, you find us like farming the Morphling, farming the Enigma, or do you want to go for a big play soon?
Looks like they're gonna group up soon. If you had to ask me, they're gonna get the what's it called? Wraith Pact on Marshall, and they're gonna run out of tower.
I am so happy you
seems
bought a
like-
Wraith Pact. I mean, I'm the only person ever happy to see a Wraith Pact on Enigma. You know, most casters, they see Wraith Pact, they grow, and I'm like, yes, he bought a Wraith Pact! Speaking of, we see a two-man smoke as well, the wraparound gank from Crony and Sasquatch on the south side, so we are looking at a fight middle lane if either team chooses to commit. For now, neither team is. Ooh, it's going to be a bit of a D ward by Marshall, at least an attempt by Marshall. He gets the D ward, but it costs him his life. So Malithus Crony, Avalanche comes through, he'll toss the Downy up in towards the creep wave, so ultimately nothing of value ends up happening other than the D ward by Marshall. He'll just walk away and in return later. Oh, Jorik just got his blink. It's a minute 16 blink. Pretty good timing, and that means even if they dive the mid lane right now, they will not delay that timing any further. If they're paying really good attention... Oh, look at Jorik. He's holding
He's
the
waiting.
career until the
Yeah.
trap expires. Smart heads up play there from Jorik. So Dire do not know he has a Blink Dagger. He's a little bit low on mana, but he's ready to go. Festival leads the way. Karan is hasted. Puts the chains on Sasquatch. He'll run back in once again, shipping the Tusk. He'll get punched up, but he will not get brought down. He'll remnant back over again. So Radiant have fully defended their middle tower for now. We are still farming both carries, Morphling in the top lane, Sniper in the Dire Tri-Camp, and that appears to be our game state right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You see Crony going in top lane, but that's not going to be a kill. No Vessel charges, and even if he had some, it still probably wouldn't be a kill. However, possible kills may be in this Dire
They got a
attack in
smoke.
the Radiant jungle. Blink Avalanche toss on Festival. He's already 1/3 HP. Chain Frost will get dodged by the snowball. Curse will be there on 2.
Huge.
Festival's going
Huge.
all the way through. She's can't even get the kill on the Lich.
No, the assassinate.
Oh, that's just enough damage. Now it's another 2-man Avalanche
Dude,
coming in
he
from
didn't put the
Jolrik.
puppy at him.
Chains as well. Rubik and Sniper both in a lot of danger. Sasquatch to fall. Hyper
Oh my
is
God.
man-fighting,
Oh my
but man
God.
fight down
Oh my
Karan.
God.
Oh no, Hyper is just too powerful. He'll shrapnel and run. Jolrik has the Avalanche.
He's actually gonna
Marshall's
kill
running
him.
over.
Oh
Can he-
my God, he's
isn't
gonna
he-
kill him.
Isn't that mana for toss? He tries to tree toss. But no. In comes ET. He'll finish the job. With
Oh
one
my
more
God.
assassinate from Sniper, and now Crony has walked all the way from the top lane to the bottom jungle. He's running at Marshall. Marshall can black hole if he wants to stay alive, but he does not want to use that, it appears. Crony needs one more Janata hits. Black hole committed. In comes Jao with the waveform, and they will kill Crony. Black hole only on 1/1 of the game, but they have saved the life of the Enigma.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
This mid tower's still alive, by the way. Dire have been mid for about 6 minutes and it's still alive, and it's going to live for even longer, apparently. Karan has re-arrived to the team fights. He'll remnant through. Snowball will stun at the very end of the chain. Difficulty engage the festival. John waveforms in. He's been embraced by ET. Jolrik tosses Rubik further into the fight. Tusk is already dead. Rubik will join him. 2 more kills in this tower. At long last will perish. Radiant play the 5v3. Curse will be there on 3, however, they'll bring down Marshall on the Curse. Duration. Jordan on Gold Hyper will force out himself away. Jolrik is running. John and Karan are going in, but Hyper is still standing his
Sniper?
ground. Jolrik is dead, and Sniper is still extremely strong. Chain Frost is bouncing between the Wyvern and the Bounty, but it's now ended. More tracks come through. Dust is there on Crony, but Crony does not care about mere dust. He wants to fight further.
That was crazy. That was a long fight.
So, long
It's
skirmish.
good for fights if Dire wins them because there's track kills involved.
Oh, poor typical TM. He'll gaze the bounty hunter, but there is no running from this one. Shuriken toss.
Or
She
is
will
he?
not do it. But
Oh,
the
he
extra
got him,
vessel
he got
will. Yes, but the thing is, he was out of range of the vessel charges. So even though he got the track kill, he did not get the charges back.
Oh yeah, that sucks. For Bounty.
It's good for
What's his
Lich.
next item here? I wonder.
Man, Jaw's game sense has been pretty good. He's been gone on a lot this game, but he has not died to any ganks, I don't think.
Yeah, it was a couple close times bottom with the tier 1, but he got through them.
He has 1 death, and I'm trying to remember his 1 death. I think it was over. Actually, it was over here. Actually, to the bounty hunter. Never mind. In the Radiant jungle. So he hasn't died to the later ganks yet. Just very important, of course. The concern, though, is that the economy is getting worse and worse by the minutes. It's
Yeah,
about
they're
7k in
slow.
favor right now of the Dire.
Running at the Ember.
Ember has a remnant.
How many left? He
Still
has
there.
like 5 seconds left on it?
Are they capping the remnant? Oh, actually, where's the
No,
remnant? Is it mid
where
right now?
is it?
What's mid?
Oh.
He gets away. That's important. I'm not sure if he knew how much danger he was in, but he is safe now, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, they're smoked now on Radiant.
Only a 2-man smoke, but they're ready to back up their Morphling and friends top lane, it appears. It's more than likely a Dire will just let the tower go, though. I mean, it's been at 21. This tower has lived for a lot longer than it should have, so it's just going to die. Goodbye, tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom
Which which means we are going to see Radiant move into this dire-sided jungle for the first time as a team in, I think, the entire game. Dork is still leading the way. I have an Observer Orb's expiring very soon. It gives some vision of the action, but for now they don't see any dire heroes nearby. Ja will Manta off that track. He went for a first major item Manta on the Morphling, so he is ready to not get tracked any longer.
He's getting Ags on bounty. Doing some more gold.
Makes sense. It's a lot of split damage this game. The Morphling can purge it regularly, but the remainder of the team cannot. What's Karan up to right now? He's invis. He's poking her. He wants a kill. He's trying to find Sniper, but he does not.
Sniper's going on Marshall, it looks like.
Feels in here. It's a very.
It looks like a
bold
dead
play.
guy on me.
He'll kill
Oh!
the Enigma, but he's going to die for it. Unless TP's there in time,
Where is he?
Karan goes in. No! He did the wrong order!
He messed up.
Oh no, Karan. That's not ideal. He needed that TP cancel. That would have been a very big counter kill, but instead it's Dire running in for the Ember. Ember has no remnant up, 3 remaining. We'll put one up in the trees to the south. Track comes through. Dire will see the Ember no matter where he goes. Sasquatch has been spotted running in. Karan is ready. Lift up, punch down, snowball through. Ember is incredibly low, and he cannot remnant in time. And even if he did, the Wyvern was ready to cancel his TP. So again, good team play there from Kittens and their matching bunnies. Well, at least the one good news. Morphling is farming pretty well. He's 11,000 net worth. The only problem is he's 2k behind the Sniper, which is, again, never great to be behind the Sniper like that.
Dire are scanning.
Seems like Dire think Radiant can be in Roshan, but Little Bros are not in Roshan. They're just
Yeah, not yet.
just chilling.
The Morphling needs to be a little more powerful first. This Ags will be huge. The stat steal is really good.
Yeah, assuming he ends up doing it to the Sniper, that's a lot of his DPS lost. Between
Yeah.
the ability loss and the attack speed loss, so.
I don't like this new item on Morph, but that's what people play now, so.
I don't like it either, but it's good, so people buy it.
It is good. It is good.
I stopped playing Morphling when they did the rework a long time ago. Remember the old Morphling with the replicates? That was my Morphling.
Oh, that where you make an illusion and then they walk around the map with your illusion. You could like make an axe illusion and send it down a lane or
That was a
something.
great time. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Mid lane, Karan's in a bit of danger. Seems like he'll be fine. Curse comes through on 3. The Lich most certainly will not be fine. It's already going to be 1 dead with 1 more hit from Sniper. They'll move to Karan. Karan is low. He's being right-clicked by Hyper. Meanwhile, ET gets going on by John, the south side of the fight. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, and with that, it may be time to disengage. Dire will smoke just to run, perhaps scared of the black hole, and they will leave.
Damn, the sniper does damage.
Yes, he does.
He's a full dataless. I'm surprised he didn't get Silver Edge for Morph. Like if he guns on, go invis.
Right, he's wanting to go invis. He's here to man up. He's a man. He's here to man up. He's not here to go invis and run away. He's just here to stand
He's gonna
and
stand
crit.
there with the satanic BKB.
A certain
Man
play,
up.
why not? You know, Satanic, BKB, Butterfly, just right click. Just right click
Yeah.
stuff.
Morph has the thing, the Ags.
Yes, he sold his magic wand to buy it. Full Ags completed. Meanwhile, mid lane, Jork tried to go in on, I believe, the Sniper. Ended up not finding the jump he wanted, and now he's dead. R.I.P. Jork. Speaking of Aghanims, Bounty has fully finished his, so it made it through Roshan time. As long as they can tank for the Sniper, he certainly has enough damage. Tag team is, of course, committed as well. Karan appears to know about this. But
Notice
he will
me?
not commit in. Oh, he's going in? Not in time. He'll do some
You.
damage, but he's not in time.
They always have this Enigma with Blink soon. I don't think we've seen a black hole yet.
We have
But
seen
we're
one
gonna have
on
one.
exactly one hero about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, that's actually incredibly accurate. Jork is
Looks like they're
fishing.
playing 5-man. I mean, you definitely turn into a sniper, right? As a morph.
For
Do
sure.
you get the extra? Do you get the extra attack range? You turn to sniper.
I think
A
you
morph?
do. Yeah, I think you do.
That's crazy. That's crazy good.
Well, we
They have their own
jump
sniper.
on Karan, punched up in the air, and there's enough chain stun to bring him down. He's already dead on Ember for the 4th time this game, and what was a very promising game for Karan.
scared for
turned into a
Radiant.
disaster.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They do have a
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Enigma Blink. So they also have cancel for Black Hole if they don't catch if he doesn't catch Wyvern.
Between the
With the
Wyvern, the
Wyvern?
Rubik, the Tusk, even the Bounty Hunter, there's just
Yeah.
so much cancel.
Middle tower has fallen.
Well, even Sniper, if Sniper's not in the black hole, you just right-click him down. Just kill him.
Like, oh no, yeah.
He can't cast black hole if he's dead.
Unless he's Wraith King. Wraith King Ags.
Does dying and becoming a Wraith form cancel channels or no?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We can test it.
Over
later.
in the top lane, Ja is in a lot of danger right now. Snowball will stun. Vessel is committed. He'll attempt to Manta and morph and waveform away, but actually, here comes the team. Jork and Typical Tian have arrived. Ja's waveform to the west side of the fight. Die are beginning to die on 3 different heroes. Crony under the Midnight Pulse. Crony is low. Sasquatch is tossed into the fight as well. Now he's already dead, and they still cannot kill the Morphling.
Oh my
Black
God.
Hole at long last is committed. This time on Tusk. Curse will cancel it. They're on 3. Festival will run away.
Morph needs to get
Jork
out.
is fine. Shrapnel comes through. Hyper
Sniper's
is
coming
right-clicking. Lich is already going to run away, and Jork will not be so... Wait, he's still
Oh my
alive.
God,
He's
oh
juking
my
the trees.
God.
He gets Blink in 1. He'll Tumbush Toy. He
See,
can
blink!
He's still not... Okay, he'll play. He'll TP. He'll TP. Surprisingly great fight for
Nice.
Radiance. 2 for 0 in their favor.
The Ags just came in.
I'm surprised they were able to fight so well. Down
Dude,
by
I'd rather...
gold.
I would man up on Morph. I'd go with Satanic or Scotty and just turn into Sniper and hit everyone. That sounds fun.
Let's go on the BKB for now. Just
Yeah.
covering his bases. Maybe after that,
A
go
little
Pacific.
boring.
He does have the lifesteal, so he has plenty of room to upgrade that one into a, say, 4th item Satanic.
I want to see him become Sniper.
I think it might happen next fight. You know, I mean, that's I don't think there was a sniper in the fight at the right angle for that one.
Yeah, I don't think there was either, but there is now. Yes, he's Sniper.
He's done it. He has
got
become a
it.
sniper. He'll waveform away.
Look at how slow he attacks, bro. On Sniper.
It's very slow. It's
20% agi and losing 70 attack damage. So it's technically minus armor, isn't it? The Ags?
Yeah, it would be a good bit minus armor from the base stats.
Oh,
there.
let's check how much. Let's check how much. This item's broken then. If it's against agi.
He's
how much? How much?
15 armor right now. It's going to end in a few seconds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If it's like -6, that's insane.
-5.
Oh, okay. -5. That's still a lot.
You're seeing the rate of attack is like 50% faster as well now it's over. It's a
Yeah.
big deal there.
Is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I miss E-Blade Morphling.
Oh, that was Marshall. He's fine.
Top tower
That was a good time. The good old shotgun morphling combination.
First item. You can get
Good
first
times.
item.
is under attack.
I miss Lincoln's on morphling too. I know I buy it sometimes, but used to buy it
Yeah,
all
some
the time.
people do buy it. Yeah, Verbal uses it buy it first item. That was TI6.
People buy Manta style now, which is also a very cool morphling item, but it's not the same.
Remember when Wings went first item Lincoln's on Void? Faceless Void?
That was definitely the Lincoln's patch.
Yeah. I don't even, no, I don't think it was. They were just doing it because it was good. That was the Alk patch, remember? That was Alk.
I mean, you always
With Radiance.
block stuff with Lincoln's though. The Shadow was
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone was doing that with the Lincolns first. I think he was the only person doing it at the time.
No, that's probably correct. Yeah, I mean, Wings were definitely a unique team the way they viewed Dota. They just didn't view Dota the way the other teams did. And the other teams just weren't able to deal with it.
Yeah. Just like this year's TI.
I feel like everybody knew what Tundra was doing. They just couldn't stop it this year. Where they were very predictable with the way they drafted. It's just they were just better than everyone else. They understood the macro game better.
33 is the best Visage player in the world, I think.
Like everyone knew they were gonna pick. Everyone knew they were gonna pick Visage and Bounty Hunter, or not Bounty Hunter,
And his
Visage
weird
and
mother.
Marana and these heroes they ended up picking all the time, like Naga Siren, and it just didn't matter. They picked Leshrac and Marcy and Pound Beast and they still lost.
Yep.
Which again, just, on paper, you say, all right, you know what they're picking, and you have to pick the best heroes in the patch every game, like Leshrac, and you still lose every game. It's kind of wild.
Dire's top
Yeah.
is under attack.
It's very reminiscent of Navi at TI2, where like Naga was one of the
Hey, you
scariest
told
in the
me
game.
their drafts sucked both times. Game 1 and 2.
I remember I was hoping so much that that Liquid would make it to the grand finals. I knew that if it was Secret versus Tundra,
That was a
again,
rough
maybe it was.
EU bracket. The losers bracket or whatever. You don't get into TI if you win it. There was some strong teams in there. Like Sumail's team was in there too.
That happened with the TI-10 one as well, where Tundra ended up Tundra? Yeah, so Tundra ended up a game away from making TI. They had a killer. They had a killer qualifier run. Festival used his BKB, by the way, on nothing. I think he was swapping our items in his backpack or something, and just used it on accident. Which is definitely unfortunate, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Alright, so first Roshan, the Aegis is long expired, but second Roshan is coming soon. That will almost certainly be the big objective on both teams' minds. Sniper wants to free Second Life, he wants to free Aghanim Shard. That'll be the big thing that he wants to go for, but of course Radiant want to stop that one, and for Shard for themselves, deny the Aegis or even get it on the Morphling or the Ember. Whatever they can do to ruin this this incredibly strong sniper timing, because one more fight goes the direction of the Radiant, and it's totally a different game. But for now, the little bros on the Radiant, they're just being, I mean, they're being patient. They're playing the proper macro game. They're pushing up these lanes on the 3 cores. They're not getting ganked too hard. I mean, they're doing the right thing.
Pushing the Eidolons on the side.
They're going all the way.
Ags on Ember.
That's a big pickup.
It is.
Seems like Kittens and the Matching Bunnies, well, Roshan spawned incredibly fast, actually. But nobody knows that yet. Kittens and the Matching Bunnies seem not to care about them, though. They want to just high ground. They're sick of waiting. They're tired of split farming, and they want to go.
Hey, you remember when shrapnel affected towers in damage? Like you said, damage towers.
That was a weird time. It was only
Was
one
it the
charge, so it
sniper
wasn't
patch?
as powerful. This was like I think they changed it in like 6.81 or something. They changed it a long
Yeah, it only had
time
one
ago.
charge. So.
Because by the time the 6.83, the big sniper patch came around, it was still it was 3 targets at that point with no buildings. Right. I have to be right. Has to be, I think. It's been a while, so it's starting to get a little bit hazy, but it might have even been like 6.79 they changed it. Like I remember, I don't remember the building hitting sniper at like TI4 or anything. Definitely wasn't there at TI. I mean, it was definitely there at TI3, but no one picked it because it was bad. So maybe that's why I changed it to 3 shrapnels, because it was pretty bad. Roshan's alive. Radiant know it. Dire do not. And Jaws in the pits. If Little Bros get away with this, that's a huge, huge thing to steal. And again, we're seeing circles drawn by the Captain Sasquatch, but it's too late.
Yeah. They know about it. It's just that they have answers to this Morphling. You think Ember takes it or Morph? Looks like Morph's getting it.
It probably should be Morph. He has the primary win condition, and if they want to win more, he is going to be the building hitter, so might as well have it ready
Yeah.
to go.
Or Joe Rick, 70 minutes in.
That's a long time from now. I kind of hope it doesn't go to
it's-
70 minutes. That's a little bit long. Dire still want to fight, though. They've smoked up on 4. Jorek will initiate on Festival, but Dire will go in on the Morphling.
Sniper?
Jorek's dead, but there's no trade quite yet. He'll morph into Tusk. He'll man fight with Festival.
Going on
has
him.
lost 1 life. Now Hyper is being gone by
Sniper's
Karan.
doing it.
Sniper's still absolutely fine. Karan is low on HP. Festival goes in. Karan rips away. Black Hole. It'll be there on 2 big course, but it's canceled by ET. A massive cancel. Hyper is dead. The trade is for TN. ET will fall. Now a 2-for-2 trade. Marshall swing a stomach Festival punch down by the Tusk.
Bye-bye.
Now 3-for-2. Wyvern's back into the fight. Jot wait for him to do for another kill. Triple kill from the Morphling. Crony is still man fighting, looking for the kill on Karan, but it seems like he will not get it. So it will end up being a relatively even trade. One a little bit in. Wait, Crone. Oh, couldn't get the Shuriken toss off in time. Trade ended up a little bit in favor of the side of Kittens and their matching bunnies.
Yeah, Scotty now.
That's a lot of stats.
That sniper with Blink did a lot of damage there. It's just like when he blinks in, he can't run away. So like Ember just went on him.
That's one of those things where, I mean, if you had that the Aegis and the Shard, that would have been entirely easy for Sniper. I think he's by the Shard on his own, just to not die in that exact situation. Wait a minute, Karan, are you in danger? Your BKB's on cooldown. You're being gone on by 3 heroes, and he's fine.
Hopefully this Lich can counteract some of the damage with the 70% damage reduction from physical
That's a lot of reduction.
for 8 seconds.
It truly is a lot of reduction.
Yeah. I'm starting to wonder if maybe Mjolnir would have been better on Sniper for magic damage.
I feel like he would still have problems with
Damage?
with
Yeah.
specifically the Morph matchup. Maybe it's better against the other 4 heroes. And that would have been nice to see
Yeah,
from
but
the
maybe
everyone
not
else.
against. Yeah. Because if he BKBs, the Mjolnir procs don't hit him.
Even then, though, the deals is still not enough damage to actually kill the Morphling. Maybe if they can lock him down with like Vessel on top of him, that could be enough. But they need to both lock him down and Vessel at the same time. Locking down is no longer enough thanks to the Aghanim Shard on Morphling. Stupid hero, man.
Sniper in a nutshell right there, my friend.
You know, a lot of these sniper players don't even skill that ability. They just go stats.
Yeah,
Hyper's not one of, he's not one of them.
Shackle.
Middle lane, ET's being gone on by Karan. Jorek will initiate on top as well. So it's already ET dead, but is there a
He's
trade?
getting hit on.
Oh yeah, that's going to be Karan dying.
Oh wow! They had enough stun with them with just telekinesis and sinister.
And we're going to call that a favorable trade for Kittens and their matching bunnies. They will trade their Wyvern for a Karan Ember every day of the week. And they might get Jorek, maybe, probably not. I think they're generally aware of these over here, but actually killing him is easier said than done right now. It's a large wave coming in top, but there's no siege unit and Eidolons are going to die, so it shouldn't be a high ground threat. Speaking of high ground threat, there's already a dead tower mid lane on the Radiant side.
I'm excited for his 2 waveform chargers. That's gonna be cool. Is it Satanic?
Wait a minute,
Oh
there-
my gosh, this guy is scary, man.
There actually are. Wait, there's siege units top lane. There's pings coming out now, but as it currently stands, Dire just they're not there to save the
Eidolons
tower.
are being annoying.
This tower, I think, is barely going to live. It'll be a close call, but that's a lot of building damage done by just Eidolons and siege units.
Do you think Do you think he gets Lincolns on Sniper so it doesn't steal his stats?
Does it block that?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Probably. Oh, middle lane, black. No black hole from Marshall. He canceled it. Probably a good decision. Festival went out BKB. Curse comes through only on the 2, but allowed Festival to run away. Good disengage for now, and let the Tusk will blink away. I think if Marshall knew what we knew, where the Dire were, that would have been a 2-man black hole right then and there. But he was scared
Yeah.
of the cancels, of course.
He has Octarine. Might as well get the 1-man black holes.
I think he was scared of Rubik both stealing and canceling it, though. 'Cause he did not see Rubik.
Yeah. This could go really far south if he steals black hole on Rubik and blinks in.
Ruin the day. The 5-man Dire black hole.
Yeah.
At this point, we're back to farming. If you are a fan of farming, then you are in the right place.
You a fan of Chinese Dota?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Chinese Dota more than I'm a fan of farming. It's the farming part that I'm bored of, but usually with Chinese Dota, you get a big crescendo, you know, with the 5-man team fights.
Yep.
Speaking of 5-man team fights, make it one right now. Typical Tien is already in danger, but so is ET. Lich is dead. Tiny is going to end up dying as well, though. So there's no trade quite yet. It's 2 for 0 in the Dire side favor. Punch up there on John. Jaws already half HP. Karam will think he'll be committing in for a kill on ET. Jorik buys back. Typical Tien buys back.
Jaws on
Ready to
Sniper.
commit everything. Sniper.
The sniper
is still
battle.
Man fighting, however. Oh no, Crony is there. The trade is for Ja. Big bad Morphling is now very dead. And at this point, they can go on Hyper again as BKB is on cooldown, but there's no Morphling. They lack the damage. As 2 buybacks committed in a fight lost, and Dire want more. They lift up Karan. Jorik will avalanche, toss onto. Sasquatch is low. Festival snowballs through. Karan wants the Remnant in, but cannot commit quite yet. Hyper will initiate forward. Has Swift Blink available, but Little Bros get the hell out of that one.
I'm back.
That was a
My
lot of
internet
commitments just to get nothing. Nothing of value.
I saw Sniper killed Morph though.
That's the problem. And they used the...
Morph just doesn't have enough damage right now.
You didn't end up morphing into the Sniper rifle. You morphed into the Tusk. Now it might be the problem there.
What's Sniper's item after Moonshard? It's starting to be late game now. Dude, why is Sniper's... Okay, hold on. You go ahead.
You go.
I was gonna ask, why is this gun so long? I don't think I've seen a sniper weapon that's been that long.
It's got the Gilly Gunman Sniper Rifle, you know? He's trying to... It's a bit of an oxymoron.
It was just messing
set.
with me because I haven't seen something that big before for a gun.
Look at the set, though. It's a bit of an oxymoron because he's wearing a ghillie suit to be as stealthy as possible, right?
Yeah,
But his gun
and it's Christmas
is literally
too.
RGB.
Look, he has a Christmas things on it. Yeah.
He has an RGB gun. You don't hide with an RGB gun.
It's like a laser at that point. No wonder his right click is doing a lot of damage. He's holding a laser.
The technology is there.
The tech.
It's too powerful. Speaking of too powerful, perhaps it'll be this 5-man Smoke Gang punch is there on Joe Rick, and that will be a dieback. So Tiny dead for 77. They know where typical TN is, but he'll TP just in time. Fantastic read with the TP from TN. If he died there, that would have been 2
They're being
diebacks.
rats. They're being rats right now. There's some rats in the house.
And that's how it goes. Bring in the rats. I mean, if they weren't ratting, the game would be over by now. They're doing what they have to. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's the lame play, but it's the correct play. And that's why we need a balance
Yeah.
patch.
Oh,
That's
the
why we need
wyvern.
the patch.
I agree.
Right, the Eidolons are not hitting their racks. They want the creeps. Marshall wants a little bit of gold. Morgan wants a little bit of building damage, apparently, which is fair. Gold is good.
Needs
Black
that
hole
Lincoln.
top lane on Festival. It's only on them. There is no cancel. They've isolated the Tusk.
Oh.
Tusk will attempt to snowball and get away.
Is he gonna
can
blink?
BKB and blink. He'll BKB, but he cannot blink. He's run down by Ja. Marshall, committed. Says, you know what? I don't care where the Dire are. I see a couple heroes. I want to go on in. Take this fight on my terms. I think that's
Yeah,
the third black
Morph has a
hole
lot
of
of
the game.
range.
Well, that's good. It's very good for little bros. Because you know what that means? They can rat that much better now. They're just that much better at ratting. Third Roshan is alive. What's in there? That's a free Aghanims upgrade, the cheese, and the Aegis. And it seems like Ja will be the one to claim it. If Kittens and the matching bunnies want to fight, it will be 5v4 unless Tusk uses his buyback. Roshan's already half HP, and yeah, there will be no contest in time. Goodbye, Roshan, who grabs the everything. Let's find out. Aegis to Ja, Cheese to Karan, who doesn't have Ags yet. Is it just Enigma and Lich? Oh, Enigma, Lich, and the Tiny. And then we'll give it the Marshal on the Enigma, so we'll get the extra damage in that black hole, and a little bit of a pull as well, so, you know, the bigger black hole time for the Marshal Enigma.
He has Ags consumed on Enigma.
He's ready to go. He's ready to game. So saying, thank you, Karan, thank you, Ja, for giving me the Ags, and not my supports.
Sniper has a moon shard. This guy is scary.
Yeah.
Why do you take the flicker? For damage item. What do they have for damage?
Yeah, that's
Not a
the
lot.
greatest items. I mean, he can go, I
Yeah.
guess, Mind
Havoc
Breaker,
Hammer?
but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
I
little,
wouldn't
it's a
carry
little,
Mind
little more
Breaker.
maneuverability, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially with no boots. Like, he has no boots now, so the movement speed also helps.
Yeah, it does. It's basically boots. Heard people say this grenade's broken in some games.
It's very good. It's a very, very cool item. I will as far as say it's probably core on Sniper in most games. It's just a lot of power.
Dire are scanning.
Fire scan. They want to go in bottom lane. Cody is in. He's track typical TN. Lich will gaze in the bounty. Hyper brings down Lich. Hex comes through there on Karan. Job wait for him in. Manplay continues. Hyper is in a lot of danger, but he'll get knocked back with the grenade.
Sniper?
The black hole. There on Sniper. Wait for him through. But it's canceled by ET. Hyper cannot Manplay for long enough. Down goes the big bad Sniper. Radiant lot more. Hyper
Sniper
buys
buyback?
back. Wait for him through. Embrace is there on
buyback?
Festival. Karan is low. Festival is low. Karan Remnant through. Sasquatch
Morph's
will as
dying?
well.
Morph's dying?
Now
Morph's
again,
dying?
it's Morph in danger. He's hexed up by the bounty hunter. He's brought down. One life lost. But the trade could be massive. Tusk is low. Bounty is low. Ja returns. He'll
Sniper's
clean it
about
up.
to die.
He goes on Sniper. Sniper's half HP. Ja and Scotty. Wait for him through.
Oh, he
But
got
Sasquatch
forced
with
up.
the save. Ja is still fighting. Snowball will miss from Festival. He'll now blink away. Disaster has been averted. Sniper with no buyback is incredibly low.
Sniper,
Tusk is incredibly
yeah.
low. Bounty's incredibly low. But the disaster has been averted.
Dire's top
Sniper needs more damage. He barely didn't kill Ember in that fight. Ember was like 100 HP.
Could have been the game-losing fight. Even though they were up by like 10k, I could have been the game-losing fight right there. That was scary. At this point, I mean, you say he's making more damage. ET. Way too gritty on that one. Gets instantly punished by Ja. Solo kill there for the Morphling. Hex is the trade, but Ja is absolutely fine. Snowball will come through, but it will not stun Ja in time. He's inside the Ice Shards, but Satanic can waveform away. Dire want to pursue, but I don't think they have enough catch here. And Ja will even morph into the Tusk to Ice Shards the Tusk away from the fight. As this
Damn, that Malphite is permanent. Almost. With the shard.
That's not fun to deal with. That's a lot of stun, you're right.
Yeah, an instant strikes every 2 seconds and you're stunned for 1.35 seconds.
We'll have the talent soon as well.
This has 25 on Tusk and he gets the chance to Walrus Punch. Or maybe he takes Snowball cooldown.
And the cooldown's a lot more
3
reliable.
second
for sure.
Snowball?
Actually, no, there's no way. He's definitely going punch chance. He's a Moon Shard.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said.
I'm watching it right now. And he's enough for the punch chance. He's you know what, Sniper? You are not enough damage. I am now the damage. I am now damage. Tense game state right now. We're at the point where it's all about these key buybacks and these key Roshans, if teams can get them. Both teams are down some buybacks right now, but the only big one on cooldown is Sniper. for 5 minutes. The rest are a lack of gold. Roshan's dead for a while, though. At least 3 more minutes. Probably longer. But it seems like little bros, knowing there is no sniper, want to stay grouped. They want to take another fight, knowing that the big carry of the Dire
Ags
cannot return if he
untouched.
dies. Ooh, that'll be fun.
My draft versus your draft late game. I'm a little spooked for your team right now.
I'm a little spooked for him as well at this point. You all these
BKB,
one-
Lincoln's, Octarine, Enigma. He can literally ult anyone.
That's the problem. The guy's getting real scary on the Enigma.
Need like refresher on Wyvern to cancel that. Double ult to go through and cancel.
It's 5-man smoke time. They're not running into the Dire. They're just running into the Dire Tri Camp. Where there are no Dire heroes. Simply creeps. Wait a minute. We actually may get a fight here. If Crony shows mid lane, Radiant will jump. Shrapnel gives away some information of where Sniper is playing. Radiant do not see him yet. They're back to even more farming. Despite the 8k gold lead, Dota Plus prefers the Little Bros draft right now. It's giving a 57% win probability to Little Bros currently.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Gabe into just Dire will win.
Oh, one more tier 2 at long last will be dead. It'll be that bottom side tier 2. There's somehow still one more outer tower left, that Dire mid tier 2, but other than that, all of these outer towers have perished. May see a bit of a base race going on. Both teams are beginning to walk up towards the high ground. Radiant disengaged. So does the Rubik, so both teams will not overdo it. They'll back off, take the fight on their terms, and the game will continue for longer. Karan's hunting for a TP cancel, but he cannot find it yet. And he will not find it at all. Oh, wait a minute. ET cancels TP on purpose. They want to go on Morphling right now. A very hard kill, but if they get it, could be game-winning. Ja is running forward. TN backs him up. He's under a Dire Observer ward. Hex on the Morphling. They want to go desperately. Curse available. Dire commit everything they can. Morph is dropping. But no Satanic. Can he lifesteal? He's trying to stay alive. And she gets away. Black hole on Sniper. ET is dead. Dire collapse. Sasquatch is low. Hyper cannot man fight. Satanic lifesteal is not enough. 3 down. Festival dead. 4 down. And that's a dieback on Sniper. An utter incomplete disaster for Kittens and their matching bunnies. And for the first time all game, the net worth goes
Their
to
head.
Little Bros.
He has Rapier on Morph. They're going straight down.
They know there is no Sniper for 105 seconds.
And no buyback.
This game is not going to last for 105 seconds, barring a miracle. Wyvern and Rubik also do not have buyback. Little Bros don't know that. They'll find out very soon. It'll be a 2v5 defense. Crony and Festival against the world. I believe the world will win this one. T3 mid, already dead. Melee Rack's dead. Range Rack's dead. And it's tier 4's time. Avalanche, toss on Crony. Bounty is dead. He will buy back. Festival will kick John towards the fountain, but John does not care. He'll
no.
man up. Man fighting Festival. That's a dieback on Festival's Tusk. Now it's a 1v5 defense. And it's nigh impossible. Both tier 4s are dead. The throne is dropping. There are no G's in the chat, but this game most certainly is over. And Little Bros will take game 1 in nearly 56 minutes.
Crazy.
That was a fine Dota game right there. Fine Dota game.
I got a treasure for watching that match.
Huh. Did they bring those back?
I got a hollowed chest of Dire Tide.
Huh. Oh, wait.
I guess for watching you get prizes.
All right, I'm going to cut to a break. You have any more analysis before we cut the break?
Nope.
All right, on that note, my name is Badger. I'm joined by Aaron, and we'll see you in about 3 more minutes for Game 2, Little Bros taking on Kittens and their matching bunnies. Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Legends Season 2 action. It's Game 2 of a best of 2 group stage match between Little Bros and Kittens and their matching bunnies. Little Bros took Game 1 in epic fashion,
Team ban.
and with that win, they have more or less secured a playoff spot. But there's always more to play for. They're now up to 7 and 10, taking on Kittens and Matching Bunnies, who with that loss are up to 9 and 6. I am joined by Aaron. How are you doing again, Aaron?
Good. I'm ready to cast.
10 seconds remaining.
Why they banned Undying?
5 seconds remaining.
What's up with that?
Radiant team
Are you just scared to play against it?
Dire team pick.
I mean, it's
Play
always
against strength, yeah.
a good hero in these last games. Or the pro players are a lot better at addressing.
They got Marcy.
Uh-oh.
That's scary. Is it Mr. Beast in this game?
There could be. I mean, Mr. Beast is not banned currently, so it is available.
Primal Beast?
I know ET plays it. I got Crystal Maiden, which is almost in a sense a block. Like now, Dire will be less inclined to grab Mr. Beast because obviously, Mr. Beast loves his move speed. CM is one of the best heroes in Dota at lowering move speed. So between the Frostbite, which is technically 0 move speed, and then of course the other slows, but
5 seconds remaining.
certainly could still happen. That's for sure. You've seen that a good bit in the BTS Pro Series is they just don't care about CM. They just grab Primal Beast anyways. Like, you know what? This hero's good enough that we're just going to grab it. It is our hero.
First pick.
We will commit to it. So at this point,
Dire team
we are now going to see a Pangolier. It was banned out last game. They want to secure it early this time around for Festival. If Little Bros truly want to ruin his day, the Bloodseeker is sitting there waiting. But that will mean it's an 8-pick Bloodseeker, which is not that common for a reason.
remaining.
It's not a very
They're not
good
playing
hero.
with Joe Rick anymore.
Yeah, Sacred, aka Redbot, is back, so he's going to
Is he the original player?
he's the normal player.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Not quite sure why he was not here for game 1, but all is well that ends well.
He's back.
Back. Wait for some more lads action.
Dire team ban.
And we will get
There's
Mr.
the
Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Radiant team ban.
Dire, big fan of some fair and balanced hero selections. They've gone for
both
two
both your
very-
new heroes. Yeah.
Very, very fun new heroes. This entire game's actually kind of a selection of these new heroes. I mean, Pangolier is still one of the more new heroes in Dota. Like I think it's like in the top 7 or 8 more recent
2
heroes.
years.
And then Marcy and Primal Beast are obviously the 2 most recent heroes. So
There's another new hero coming too.
I'm just hoping it's not like all the other new heroes, where
Broken.
they just do everything. And the thing is, they're good on release, but Reddit complains because Reddit can't play the hero, and then it gets buffed to absolute
To
broken
shits.
status for 3 months. That's what I'm hoping. I swear to God, if the hero is good in release and then Reddit complains, and 24 hours later it gets hotfixed to be broken beyond belief, and then it's broken for 3 months, ruining the pub games, I will just.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm
Go
going
rage
to
to Gaben. Gaben at valvesoftware.com.
Gonna do at Gaben at Bruno Carlucci. Please stop reading Reddit. Signed Badger.
Yeah.
Signed all of Dota actually.
That's an even better one.
That's not
I'm sure those patches are more for pubs than pro players, though. It feels like sometimes.
But I mean, some changes are definitely for one, and some are definitely for the other. Like, say, if you're nerfing a hero that's not in Captain's Mode, it's definitely for the pubs. But say you're nerfing Shen, that's pretty much for the pro game exclusively.
Yeah. Yep. They're really scared of Bat Rider.
Remaining.
It's one of Thessal's better heroes. It's certainly
5 seconds remaining.
not that likely it would get picked with the Pangolier on the same team, but again, it's better to be safe than sorry the hero you're not going to draft to protect, I suppose. The bans are about as you would expect. Some good ol' strong heroes banned. Beastmaster banned out just in case as well.
The other beast.
And thematically makes sense. What is good against a beast? The Beast Master, so they're here to take care of that one right here and now.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, we still have decent bit of reserve time for both teams. About half reserve time
Radiant
remaining.
team pick.
And there will be no John Morphling. No back-to-back Morphling
Dire team
performances. But it will be back-to-back Tusk performances, likely for a different player, but it is back once again. It's possible they go for the mid Tusk and like a 3 or 4 Pangolier, but you generally see the Pangolier mid nowadays. If you're who really needs the early XP, loves getting like an early diffusal blade timing. Would make a lot of sense to put it in. I think given that festival is extremely good on the hero.
Dire team pick.
Okay, now that is a Marshall.
Another new hero.
It's true. It's true. That's definitely a Marshall hero. He loves the Mars.
Mars.
One of his traditionally best offlane heroes. Is that I mentioned in game 1. He's a big fan of these blink strength stunners. I specifically called out Mars as well, and well, here we are. It is a Marshall Mars. And oh
Ricky.
no, not this hero. Ricky, for some godforsaken reason, is in vogue right now. It's been, floating around these pubs for the last week or now. It's even seeping into the pro game. There's been multiple Ricky picks in the pro series in the last week.
I heard it playing in pause 5 more often.
I've been seeing him play either 4 or 5, and that might be what happens today, where it's maybe Marcy 4, Ricky 5, PB mid, Mars 3. I don't even know anymore. This is definitely a bit of a concerning pick in terms of the draft now, though. It could be the more traditional role of Ricky, because back in the day before this modern wave of Ricky, you saw a lot of Ricky 1. Other than that one patch where Ricky 3 was good, but you never know what it's going to be today.
Dire team ban.
Okay, that makes sense. There's a bevy of melee strength heroes, and then there's Ricky, who's basically a strength hero without the strength, so that's a pretty good Timbersaw pick. A lot of melee heroes. I don't foresee Timbersaw having a bad lane.
Radiant team ban.
Not sure if it'll be the 3 or if it'll be mid, but this is definitely a fantastic Timbersaw game. It does mean Tusk will certainly be the 4, assuming it's not a weird Pangolier 4 type situation, but putting Pangolier plus Timber in the same lane sounds bad,
10
so
seconds remaining.
doubt we will see that one. For now, though, we are in that last phase of bans. Slark and OD, the selections. Still 2 more bans remaining.
5 seconds remaining.
At this point, we're just waiting. We're still chilling. We're just getting mentally prepared for these final picks. It'll be the 24 pick.
You said something? He told me this Ricky needs some DN in his life.
What's DN?
He's nuts.
I knew it was gonna be there. I'm sorry. You know, I figured it would make KU's night. Just to say that. I hate KU.
Still saying these nuts jokes
Yeah, the
2
reason, okay,
years
the thing is,
later.
okay, these nuts jokes. So, I was at Thanksgiving. We had a Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday, and my
Mhm.
65-year-old uncle made a D's nuts joke. So, if nothing else, that should tell you how out of style it is now that my literal boomer uncle is making D's nuts jokes. So just keep that in mind, KU. This is how out of fashion your D's
KU
nuts
in the
jokes
chat.
are. He's gonna hear it in 2 minutes. He's gonna hear it
Yeah.
in 2
Seconds
minutes.
remaining.
He's gonna know my thoughts. It has to be said. We are done with bans. Surprised the Bloodseeker was not banned out earlier, actually, but
Yeah.
ended up being fine. I mean, they didn't go for an 8 Bloodseeker as he suggested. They didn't go for a.
Do they not play Silencer? Because it seems like that from banning Enigma that early.
I mean, I think they're just scared of it. I mean, I'm sure you can play it. It's easy to play, but I think they just, after a game 1 loss, they just want to mix it up a little bit, you know? They banned the Enigma, they banned the Morphling. There's no Tiny in the game either, so it's going to be an entirely different Dota game. If you think you're better than the other team, then sometimes completely changing the state of the game can be.
Radiant team pick. Templar Assassin.
His Templar Assassin thought the job might go for it in game 1. Ended up not happening. It was the Morphling instead, but now with the ban out of the Morphling, it is the Templar Assassin instead.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm a little bit concerned about this laning phase, but I guess it's Timbersaw Tusk. I'm not that concerned about it, actually. I don't think Tia's going to win this thing too hard, but I don't see how she dies, so it should be fine. Other than like a super sick like Ice Shards block.
I like TA this game. I think it's a cool TA game. You have the silence from your traps too. The silence Crystal Maiden. Ulti.
They have 4.5
Choose
melee
Ooh,
heroes.
PL.
Oh my. Okay, that's a
That's
really
scary.
free PL game. The AoE is like trample,
super
Mars,
single target.
Psyblades? That's not ideal. They
That's
are not dealing with PL.
Yeah. And not even in side blades because you can yeah they're not going to be together. Yeah.
I think there's 2 ways that Little Bros can win this. One is just win the lane super hard, and the other is like really hit that TA timing well, and I think it's gonna be hard to hit either of those 2 things. Where it's certainly possible that say Dire roll the lanes, but Dire have lower MMR.
TA get
seconds remaining.
He gets a lot of items. She also needs aid. They'll be in a good spot.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think. So it's going to be Timbersaw 3, Pangolier 2 as expected, with Tusk 4, CM 5. Dire have a weird Marshall. So Marshall playing offlane Marzi, a mid primal beast who's cosplaying as Nyx Assassin. They have Marcy 4 and 5. This is a weird draft. It is a weird draft. I am not in on this draft. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I think Kittens and the Matching Bunnies will take game 2. Should be jumping on in very soon.
Do you think it's a good PL game?
Absolutely. AoE is not much. Unless PL gets run over in the lane and gets run out all game.
Yeah.
I don't see how he's over time.
Unless, I mean, they're definitely putting Ricky on support.
Yeah,
I was thinking like the
85.
Ags Valkyrie could handle PL probably.
That is not
That's not ideal.
also not happening. I think the game can go to 60 minutes and he still might not have an Aghanim Scepter.
Yep. He'll have his dart. The dart's really strong.
That's strong for the not
It's
PL.
3-second sleep.
Let's see if you can find the real PL. That's the way to do it, but that's still easier said than done with PL.
Smoke is good versus PL though. 75% miss rate.
I'm curious to see if it'll be large enough to really deal with them in the team fights, but just temporary mischance could be enough. Just say save a Mars or something. Maintain the refractions, for example. So Ja is itemized like he's going to go mid this game. It appears. No, never mind. He's definitely going safe lane. Karana's bottle is quick buy.
TA is melted on the bounty in here, so if she catches anyone, she'll do a lot of damage. I think they actually will get first blood. I think here it's very possible the onslaught could kill.
30 seconds to battle.
She does how much damage? So she does 160 damage times 2. That's 160 plus 120. That's 280. So that's half Crystal Maiden's health.
Uh-oh, Chris Maiden's walking in. The one target who's in... Patience from Ja. Could have went on Fast Watch, gotten the free damage, but instead he'll just keep waiting. Festival's
This guy is going to take a lot of damage. Anyone here is going to take 300 damage.
All right, Festival got the bounty.
Okay,
No second meld from Ja. Very unfortunate. Didn't get the bounty. Didn't get the double hits. I'm sure he's not happy with himself right now. He's laughing at least. He's laughing. He's still laughing.
The thing, yeah, he's still laughing. Okay.
This is probably Steelers that has 76 damage, man. 76 damage.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Truly is. Bottom line, it's PLCM taking on Marcy Mars. I'm a little surprised PL actually has more damage, but PL's itemized heavy into damage. Marshall, I mean, he has some damage items. A lot of damage with the last with the Quelling Blade, but not for the eyes.
I love TA as a hero.
Or he might just be dead, actually. Nah, never mind, he's fine. I don't know why I thought he was dead. He was absolutely not dead. You said you were a fan of TA? Why do you love TA so much?
I think her kit's cool. Like, just a cool spell.
First blood bottom lane, one word from Hyper. Correction, one word from Sasquatch will do the job. It's 1-for-1 trade, however, with both the Mars and the Crystal Maiden falling. And the Rage Quit. The instant... the instant Rage Quits.
TA is also hello?
Hello? Are you back?
Hello?
Hello?
Am I good?
Can you hear me? There's a little bit of dropping earlier, latency, but I think you're back. You can hear me, right?
Hello?
Hello?
Do I sound okay?
You sound okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm good, I'm good. I said TA is gonna free farm versus this Timber. It's a free TA lane.
Very likely the case, yeah. Very likely. I mean, for now, Crony's CSing well, but there's a big wave going in her tower. That's a lot for Jolly to get back. We are still okay. So it seems like Redbot is back in the game. There he is. He's back.
There's Marcy.
hopefully we can get a resumption of the Dota game. And yep, there is a G in the chat. We are back. And so far in all the lanes, I mean, other than this bottom lane, everything's pretty even CS-wise. Jock gets all these last hits. He's getting all these last hits under tower on the range creeps. That's a big deal. That could have been a deny or two, but no, you got every one of the range creeps. You know, Hyper not getting all the creeps. Marshall, you can get. Okay, we are disconnected.
Damn, another pause.
Yes, same player,
So, this whole mess is all your fault?
disconnecting.
You mad? 'Cause I
And hopefully it's gonna be okay. That's
That does not
at the point now where it's going from being an incident to being a pattern, and well, the pattern of internet being down would not be cool. Apparently, we are restarting the router. 5 minutes is what I'm being told by Ja. Luckily, Sasquatch and his team are mostly nocturnal, so should be a-okay in that front.
That's a funny joke.
No, I'm going to lick for a long time anyways as well, so I'm not too concerned about it. I got some more BTS. After
Is it
this.
possible for humans to be nocturnal?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we can do both, huh? I thought our circadian rhythm is based on the sun, though. I
I mean,
thought.
it's definitely healthier to do it normally, but if you force yourself to be nocturnal, it's not that hard. I've done it for periods of a month plus. It's not too difficult, especially in
I
the
see.
winter when there's a lot more night than there's day.
It's kind of depressing when the sun goes out at 3 p.m.
Yeah. There's a reason like a lot of these countries up north, like Iceland and Finland, have problems with depression because there's just no sun. Like Iceland, I know for a while in the winter, it's like 20-hour type days. Let alone like the Arctic Circle where it's literally no day for like 2 months straight.
I wonder what the statistics are on the depression and where there's always the sun out.
It's high. It's very high.
Depression's very high where there's sun all the time.
No, I mean, well, the thing is, places where there's sun. Wait, what do you mean like places in the okay?
Like
Wait.
Australia that
Oh,
has the sun up all the time.
The good thing is, the places towards the equator, the depression's a lot lower. But for places like in the Arctic or Antarctic Circle, it's you go from periods of extreme amounts of daylight to periods of extreme lack of daylight. I want to say like at the North or South Pole, it's like 3 months
Sad.
straight with only sun, and then later 3 months straight with no sun. So it's quite the contrast from going okay nonstop sun
Yeah.
for 3 months to then suddenly you have no sun for 3 months. Eventually the sun goes down. It's like, all right, you are not seeing the sun for 3 months. That's gotta be a little bit depressing, yeah. I remember there was like some documentary about Barrow, Alaska, which is on the north coast of Alaska. It's a oil mining town, and they have a complete lack of sunlight. And during that time, like ships can't even get through because it's all the water's frozen up there.
Too
so
dark. Yeah.
it's dark. It's cold. You're alone. There's like a Cessna coming in and out occasionally to fly stuff in. Other than that, there's like very little contact with the outside world. Luckily, the internet helps with that one a little bit, but even then, internet's not great up there for obvious reasons.
There's still internet, at least. It can only get better from there.
The crazy part is when you get that far north, you don't
They
even,
probably have Starlink, if I had to guess, though,
maybe.
up there.
I'm not sure how much of an of a market there is
Starlink?
up there, though. I'm sure it's a good thing to get
Oh.
the internet up there, but there's so few people that I'm not sure if it's worth the time to
Get the
get the
equipment.
equipment. Yeah,
It'd probably be more expensive to get the equipment up there too if you're
Oh,
paying
always,
for it.
always. But again, for half the year, you only fly stuff in. I mean, there's no roads in. You can't even pave a road. It's that cold with permafrost.
Damn.
And again, for half the year,
Sounds
you
like
can't get a
people
ship
should
in there either.
move if you're living there.
The thing is, sometimes there's, I mean, in Barrow's case, it's an oil town, but usually for people who are that far north or that far south, there's a reason to be there, whether it's, Antarctic scientists or military bases or oil towns. I mean, it's very rare, but again, there are some things to do up there, and generally, if you're up there, you have a very specific purpose of being up there. There are
Yeah.
there's very people who are just there to be there. Other than a small group of like Inuits who have been there for the last like 5,000 years. Like, you know what? We're not leaving. We've been here for too long. Some Inuits and some Aleutians and so on who are just there. But at that point, you're just built different, You're quite literally built different. Alright, so apparently we have a link in the chat. Festival, I'm not sure if you realize is that... Jesus Christ. He's posting it in the Lads General. I'm not even sure what he's posting, but I'm not going to open it.
That looks like an Uno room.
That is indeed an Uno room. Okay, Marshall is typing the link just to be Marshall. He is if you're being a generous individual, you call him quite the comedian. If you are being a little more realistic, you would call him quite the clown, depending on your view of Marshall. I would go with the latter, but don't tell him that. Actually, he knows that. He knows that. I said it to his face. He knows that. Yeah, the funny part is me and him laying together once, and it was an interesting time because
Quite the treat, huh?
we just didn't really talk that much in the laning phase. Where I'm a pretty quiet Dota player, and he's not quiet, but he doesn't like say anything of substance. So it's just like we're just in the laning phase, and like we're not really saying anything. It's just I'm like, all right, we got it. We're good to go. We're good to go here. Everything's fine. Wait, are we back in the game? Do we have a reconnection? We have a reconnection. We've done it. We have got people in the Dota game. Would be nice. We were playing Dota 2 and not Uno. That is the hope. Would be nice. Would like a resumption of my Dota 2. I would like some visual stimuli on my screen to talk about. We're at the point now. You hear what happened with Wildcard? Wildcard Gaming. They kicked their captain, Sammy Boy.
Oh.
They
Why?
I mean, there was internal disagreements. I'm not allowed to leak all the details, but it was deception and betrayal towards our boy Sammy Boy, friend of the channel, Noble Wings, and he got betrayed, and now he's out of the team. And Wildcard have a new roster for Pro Series and presumably DPC, and because the Vilama has the DPC slot, Sammy Boy is just kind of screwed. And
Yep. Get a
now
little
it's
kick.
basically post shuffle season, so I'm not quite sure where he's going to end.
Pizza
up.
party.
That's the problem, is where actually does he even end up now? Maybe the one slot that's unaccounted for is what are they going to do with the Quincy Crew slot? I have no idea who's taking that slot. I'm guessing it's Quinn Callahan, but that's the one team where I have no idea what's going on out there. I have a pretty idea. Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Where were we? Oh yeah, rebound there, bottom lane on Sasquatch. Or sorry, dispose, I should say. Rebound forward, CM is stunned. CM and Mars are both low. Sasquatch here with the Mango. Frostbite is available. He'll use it on Redbot 6. But it turns out everybody's A-OK for the time being. I had to clean my glasses. I'm just gonna leave it on top lane. Hopefully nothing happens.
Bottom lane.
I was at the wrong lane. What can you do? Had to unsmudge the glasses. Probably should have done that during the pause time, but I didn't. And that may have been a
Happens.
mistake. For the top lane, ET's doing some read and direction shenanigans, but the wave will just actually end up exactly where it started, so everything's fine. Meanwhile, Karan actually rotates bottom lane. A bold rotation this early into the game, though. Onslaught, trample forward, her Crystal Maiden. She's disposed back by Redbot, and that will be a death on Sasquatch. Tried to get spelled out before he died, but could not do so, and just like that, Karan returns to mid lane via
the
his
price.
teleportation scroll. Top lane, Ja actually gets a solo kill. No, never mind. Too much armor, too many. Wait, side blades? Ja couldn't get the side blades. Never mind. That would actually been a super sick kill if Ja got the kill on Timber Solo, but see, I think one more side blade, but couldn't find it. You remember at TI2? I think it was Ferrari versus ROTK. ROTK was playing the Broodmother, and Ferrari was playing
I wasn't
Templar
here for
Assassin.
that.
Yeah, because this is back when Brood was Invis all the time. And he literally Sideblade killed Invis Brood up with like 4 different hits. Like 4 different blind hits. It was so beautiful from 430.
Dire's structures
This was like peak 2012 Ferrari 430. It was
I
unbelievable.
wasn't here for that.
Maybe I'll, if there's another pause, I'll link that clip to you, but I'm hoping for our sake there's no more pauses. It is to this day the sickest thing I've ever seen on Templar Assassin. It was some meaningless exchange at like minute 25, but it was just so sick for 430. For the mid lane, whoa, Karan solo kills Festival. I did not see that coming. Did not expect that. I'm still off my game from the pause, and
is under attack.
it's a bit of brawling going on, but it seems like there will be no kill with any of these brawls going on. Looking over at CS, nobody's too far ahead or behind right now. Big winner is Karan, though. He's bottom lane. Good doppelganger from Hyper, dodging the spear from Marshall. Redbot will lose a raindrop thanks to that lance. Back to mid lane, Karan's diving again. He pulverized Festival, but could not finish the kill. Karan's definitely the big winner of the laning phase, though. 2-0 KDA, 34-7 last hits denies. In a very good spot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
See a wee bit of rune camping going on from ET. He's at the top rune right now. Festival goes for the bottom rune. Seems like Karan will not get any minute 6 rune. ET will have to grab the DD, so so Karan cannot. Back to bottom again. Marshall's in a little bit of danger, but he'll be fine. Instead, his top lane of the danger is happening. Ja's running in, has Mel, use it on Crony, but again, there's a little bit too much armor. There's 20 stacks there briefly, so a little bit too much armor, a little bit too much regen. ET has a Riot Snowball stunning onto. Ricky is the target, tricks the trade away for the time being. TN about half HP, shards are there on Ja, keep him on the inside. Oh, Meld Strike TA. Tag team activated. Ja's gonna run at Hill Fraction again, turning on ET. ET's now low on HP. TN's low on HP. Both supports are dropping. Festival rotates in. As Swashbuckle hits it on Ja. Ja has Mel. That's the last play available, but he cannot survive. Instead, it's already 1 death into 2 deaths there at the dire side top lane. Ja and TN both dying. Good rotation from Festival. Speaking of, hey, where's Karan right now?
I think this is definitely a W lane on Timber Saw, in my opinion.
Really? Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Just to get running from the TA.
Tower is under attack.
Yep. There's gonna be traps in the lane.
Bottom lane, red.
That's
bottom
kinda
lane,
scary.
which is- Even this 1 point as well would be enough. But yeah, it was a 1-for-1 trade bottom. Both supports dying. Hyper needs
Festival?
Meanwhile, mid lane. Festival
Aw.
gets away. Bit of a dive there by Karan, but did not want to overcommit there after his pulverize. Surprisingly, Jaw is doing very poorly on net worth right now. That gank really set his game back. He is 6th in net worth. He has to go into the jungle right now. He's still not quite level 6 yet. Meanwhile, Timbersaw already is 6, so he's just left the lane entirely. Meanwhile, in the river. Yeah, that's the rune secured for Karan. Karan gets
Is he in
illusion.
travels on Mr. Beast?
He is indeed going travels on Mr. Beast.
Tower is under attack.
Gotta go fast. Well, E.T.
E.T.?
He's in a lot of danger. Not quite sure how he survives Hero Snowball, but I think he'll only delay the inevitable. Yeah, still in that 3v1. Melted
Oh
down
my
by
god, he got melded. Yeah.
It's a nice donation to the bank account, Templar Assassin.
I guess you could say he got extraterrestrial.
Jesus. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the 3v1 fight against Marshall Festival rotated with the Rolling Thunder. It's a 1-for-1 across the map with being a Tusk for Mars trade. Karan's still there top, though. He might go for one more. Maybe. Let's pulverize again. 2 points in the onslaught. Crony has a point in
Mr.
chains
Beast?
now. Meld. Pulverize. Silence a little bit early from TM, but I don't think it's going to matter. Yet it will not matter. Blink Strike to finish the job.
They
One
got
more kill
him.
top lane.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's not a good day to be an offlaner apparently right now. They're dropping like flies. Oh no, speaking of offlaners dying, bottom lane, Marshall will arena, but the spear was tanked by an illusion. Marshall will attempt to escape, but there's no way out but 6 feet under. One more offlaner perishes. A third kill now for Hyper. He's 3-0-2 in the Phantom Lancer. And, well, Jaw's game is recovering, and Hyper's game is fantastic, so RIP offlaners open dreams. So we were concerned, both of us were concerned in the draft about this PL getting large and in charge. And I proposed there were 2 ways of beating the PL. One was beating the lanes. That did not happen. The other was TA hitting a super sick timing, and as it currently stands, she probably will not hit that. So with those 2 things gone, how do they actually deal with the Phantom Lancer hero this game?
With who?
How do they even deal with Hyper Phantom Lancer? Like, what do they do now?
I don't know. They need like Radiance on Mr. Beast
Dire's top tower.
and gotta spray. Pray.
That's the problem. I mean, maybe he's buying it. He's doing travels first, but over to bottom. Rotation on Hyper. That's one way to do it. Just kill him repeatedly. Big rotation. The street kill goes to Karan, and that's... He's still number 1 net worth on PL. That death will certainly set his game back. Meanwhile, we are seeing a trade of towers. The T1 top already. Speaking of top tower, under the tier 2 tower, Crony goes for a huge dive, but John turns. TN rotates in silence there, but not in time. Crony is on the run, but he's... Oh, good snowball save from E.T. Stunning Jaw. Punched up in the air, but he refractioned again. The
Oh my
chakram
god.
could not finish the kill. Tusk is
Holy.
low. Tusk is dead. Crony is forced to
Karan.
run. Again, he'll chakram, but there's too many refractions. Karan will onslaught through, finishing on
This
Crony.
Timber build's kind of sus.
Yeah, a little bit. Got 4 points in.
How do you
the,
say his name?
armor.
Chogon?
Crony.
I was gonna say Chogon D sucks.
Jesus Christ.
We can call him Chogon from here on out.
No. He's got 4 points in the armor, and he's still dying though. Because usually you'd skill that to not die, right? And then he died.
Yeah. I'm more of a fan of Yule's this game on Timber. And some stat
Pulverize
items.
On ET. Seems like our main man Tusk will die. And he's now dead. R.I.P. ET. I'm going to see... Actually, no, I'm going to see ET on Tuesday. I'm going to see ET on Tuesday for some BTS Pro Series. We're going to have a great time, I hope. Hopefully the games are good.
Oh, I wonder if he takes the onslaught damage. Pretty sure that's what you take.
A lot of damage, yeah. It's not like he really needs the magic resistance this game anyways.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Dive bottom lane, Mars is already low. He'll spear back the Timber Saw. Karan rotates, he's trampling, he's pulverizing. TN will silence. Rebound in by Redbot. And Crony will get punished on his dive eventually. The trade is for Ja.
Timber
During that,
dies.
Pangolier and Crystal Maiden found a Templar
That's
assassin
not a good
farming.
trade, by the way.
Not at all.
They need to see the PL in the fights. If they see the real one, and they like hex him like game or something, I could see TA killing him.
That's hard to do though. That's a hard thing to do.
It is. It is.
Ideally, they can just jump the PL before the fight, but if hyper positioning properly, that's just not going to happen most of the time.
The Timber's coming bottom. Timber against going on.
He's to say, you know what? I am here to. Oh, good glyph. Keeps the creep alive. Karan went out BOTN,
Karan?
but then he just walks away instantly. Okay. One of those heads up plays for no payoff.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Festival with the blink.
Not quite there
Coming
yet,
in.
but we'll have it very soon. What we do have right now, though, is a 4-man smoke gank. But it'll only be 3 on the offense. Karan, Redbot, and TN. They'll be relying on Karan's damage. They're moving towards Festival's Pango. He's going for that Blink Dagger. He really wants the money, but it seems like he's going to die here.
Bottom tower.
Karan wants the onslaught to lead. He'll stun. Silence comes through, and that will be Pangolier punished. So close to his Blink Dagger. Definitely not ideal for his timings, but he'll get it eventually, I'm sure. He'll get there soon. What is PL up to? I have not seen him in a long time. He's at Diffusal and Yasha. Yasha's in the courier right now, so he's farming decently. I don't see any reason why his farm is going to get any worse anytime soon. He needs probably what this game? Diffusal, Manta, Hearts to be strong? Oh.
He just tank up. It makes illusion strong. I don't know how they kill illusions, right? So
That's the problem. TN, he's invis, he's broken the smoke, the dust comes through. Snowball to stun. Pangolier to follow, and typical TN will get punished for being a Ricky. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Crony is diving again for Marshall. Marshall will phase boot away. ET's still going in, but it's a very hard tower dive.
they could probably Roshan with Marcy.
Yeah, with sidepicking the TA, definitely.
They're not going for it. I mean, if they get early Roche, it's really good.
Middle tower is under attack.
Like, I don't see why he doesn't Roche.
He doesn't have the Deso quite yet.
Mars ult.
Perhaps that's making it wait. Over to bottom, Marshall is in danger.
Marshall?
He has Arena, has not committed it yet. He'll commit it now on 2. Festival will roll outside of it. TN is here. Karan's
Festival
coming
going
as
in.
well. Festival's roll has ended. Crony will dive the tower. Redbot the target. Marcy will rebound away. Ja TP's in, and now it's a 1-for-1 trade already pulverized on Crony. Dire focused Timbersaw. He's silenced again. Timbersaw will attempt to get away with the big bull. He's still trying to run away. He's incredibly low, and the onslaught through will do the job. 2 kills there for Little Bros. And Ja wants one more.
He got him.
Festival is slow, but the Templar Assassin trap, he can blink. Once the TA trap damage is gone,
Is under attack.
but it won't even be needed. He's duking it out right now. And he'll blink away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just like that, another 2-for-1, this time in favor of Little Bros.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Marshall dead. Marshall's dead, actually. The Spear by Festival, but ET is there with the snowball into the punch, into the shield crash, into eventually one more swashbuckle. Correction the roll. Huh, he's actually tankier than I thought he was. He's not dead at all. He'll still stun on 2, but he'll just have to roll away again. Marshall is not ready to die. Redbot rebounded in. Crony TP's in. Ricky again the target. He's currently dusted. He'll blink away towards his team under the tower. Crony again continues his dive. ET behind him. Sasquatch as well. Meanwhile, Hyper solo kills Karan on the top lane. Back to the bottom lane. Chains the Shockham as well to kill Marshall. The trade will be for ET, however. Marshall somehow still alive. Crony taking a lot of damage. Will Shockham in place. Meld Strike, rebound, both there on Crony. Crony will attempt, but the Sleep Dart keeps him in place. Oh no! Crony is down. How the hell did he solo kill Primal Beast top lane? What? How did that actually happen?
Give me a second. Someone's getting some water.
2,297 damage with Panamancer. He's like full HP on Hyper. What happened? Did Karan like try to fight the illusions? Hyper just walked in slowly and hit him afterwards? I don't understand.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I literally have a lack of understanding. However, Sleep Dart. They're on Sasquatch.
Oh,
Goodbye,
Karan.
Sasquatch. That's
Huge roll.
Around. Brina, spear entirely missed, but ET still on the inside. Ricky is low. Hyper comes in. Pulverize comes through.
Festival?
Mount Tusk, meanwhile, Festival. She dies on the south side, on the north side. Typical TN
He'll
still
just
alive.
needs the tank though.
So it's currently a 5v2. Crony and Hyper are on the run. Crony, the target. He'll chakra him on 3. He'll attempt to
Just
chain
go in on
through,
P.
but
Do.
he's big bull himself. He's going to die here.
Go in on PO.
He's dead.
Come out.
Triple kill for Templar Assassin, a 4 for 0 in favor of the side of Little Bros.
He just needs to tank up on PO, and then it'll be a good spot.
He's working on the heart now, but he's still about a full heart away from that heart.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a concern still, game state wise, that
I went with Vanguard on PL
for the
because it
the
affects his
early sets.
illusions, and you can disassemble it later for heart. And you can fight early with it.
Would you buy it like around now, or like your first item?
No, it would have been like maybe Vanguard Diffusal. Yeah, Vanguard Diffusal. I love Magic the Gathering.
Seems like we have some mid lane action again on our hands, though. Never mind, we have no mid lane action. It's bottom lane where they'll attempt to kill Pangolier. It's a hard kill to get, but he's silenced and pulverized. And well,
Ooh.
I guess with no shield crash buff, there's no
Yeah,
survivability.
he has the dart. It's a little scary for some people on the map here.
It's a long duration too. It's a long
3
duration.
seconds. Yeah. And then you get slowed after, and you're slowed for 4 seconds.
When you're slowed
Crazy.
inside the cloud, that's for here like Pangolier. That's literally 7 seconds of not being able to play Dota, pretty much. He's gonna go for the Aghanim Scepter, maybe just to get better initiations. But the problem might just be getting out of these problem clouds and these problem darts. Wouldn't be too shocked if he goes for a defensively oriented item after this Aghanim Scepter, maybe a BKB, maybe an Aeon Disc, just to not die to stuff like that.
This is Dota!
For now, though, it is the farm game. Still no Roshan for Ja, but the Desolator is finished, so wouldn't be surprised if he goes in there very soon. For now, they want to go on ET, but ET might actually be dead. The Sleep Dart will be in range, and he's close to a T1 tower, but close to 0 of his teammates. So he'll be sacrificed, left to die to ensure the rest of the team farms.
Mm-hmm.
Dara get that kill right next to a T1 tower.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, goodbye Radiant Tricamp. If you wanted to farm that one, it's not an option any longer. It's not property of the side of Little Bros. Luckily, the Obs Ward was not killed, so there's still some idea of what's going on. Actually, it'll miss multiple sentries are going to miss out this ward. A little bit lucky there for Kittens and their matching Bunnies, but TN is invis. They did not quite catch more detection on him. The sentry saw him temporarily, but there was no dust follow-up, so Ricky got away.
Hmm. They need Aegis really badly still. Like, they have this PL problem, right? So...
A little more farming, I guess. I mean, I guess maybe the concern is they're scared of Radiant's Roshan fight. Their Pangolier is a killer in the pit fights. Oh no, that's a finished hard on PL. He is officially a big problem. Despite Dire being up by 3k gold, it's this Radiant, Kittens and their matching Bunnies, Phantom Lancer of Hyper, who is far and away #1 net worth right now. He's about 2.5k at a Templar Assassin. Little bros are smoked right at Roshan.
Dire's bottom
Ja wants to go in, but he's not in. He's not committing. He's backing off. Both teams have scanned. Maybe it's Dire scanned. Regardless, already smoked to the pit. They're running to the Dire side jungle, but it seems like Little Bros will dodge. Crony is mid lane, but Dire will not take that jump. Timbersaw never an easy jump. Just misses. Tien gets away.
This'll come in handy.
And Ricky is sleep darting Tusk. A little bit dangerous. Festival blinks in, but blink away will get Ja away from the swashbuckle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're still hunting. Ja, oh, he TP'd away in time. So that's a lot of time committed. Notice, Karan farming, Marshall farming, Ja farming. They are farming it up while Radiant group as 5. They need to get something here bottom. This T2 is the chosen objective, but if they go for this T2, then Tia will get Roshan. She's prepped the Meld Strikes. They'll Meld debuff is already there on Roshan, so there'll be a tier 2 for Roshan trade. The tower's half HP. Radiant team knows what's going on. They're TPing over the Roshan pit right now. They're going to be too late. It appears it's already 1/3 HP. They're running rapidly, but it's too late. Roshan goes to Ja. He'll grab immortality for now. Radiant fight at their own tri-camp. Marcy has been rooted. Swashbuckle, Meld Strike will come in on the Timbersaw, but it's already red bot dead. Karana source of DKB and TP. So the tower's still alive bottom. Marcy is dead, but TA has 2 lives. Overall, good there for Little Bros. Maybe if they actually lose that tower, it's not that great, but with the tower still being alive, that's the one thing that could have been the
I wonder what
trade.
tier 2s they have open.
Both teams have not taken most of their tier 2s at all. Oh, middle lane, snowball, typical TN. He'll attempt to blink away to Ja, but could not get it off in time. A tip from ET, okay. Okay. Yeah, if you lose this game, by the way, ET, they're going to tip you back. Just be aware of that.
Dire's middle tower.
A little scary PL game now. 26-minute heart.
He has an Aghanim Shark coming as well, so one extra nice upgrade to just be that much more powerful.
And they get Aegis though.
The thing is, if you're against your matching bunnies, you're just fine not fighting TA for a while, right? Just farm it up more. Just jump
Yeah.
out. There's no necessary need to overly force things. Or if you do take a fight, just go on a hero that
Radiant's bottom
isn't
tower
Templar
is
Assassin, I
under
guess. Because that's actually kind of hard to do, though. I mean, all these heroes are either tanky or they're Ricky, who's Invis.
Yeah. And Ricky also goes, or not Ricky, TA goes invis too. TA should rat.
are fortified.
Going on right now. I mean, she's already bottom lane. Wouldn't be too shocked if he goes for an Aghanim Scepter, just a rat.
Yeah.
Later.
Radiant's bottom
Seems
I try to
we
take
made a
4 on
tier 2
5s.
trade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, we got a tier 2 trade on our hands. Goodbye, tier 2s.
Tower has fallen.
It's another long game on our hand here.
Yeah, I mean, definitely feels longer than it actually is because of the pause time.
Dire's
Yeah, that's true.
under attack.
But despite that, we're 27 minutes into game 2, And the series start time was 2 hours and 22 minutes ago, so between showing up late and then pausing and then
Mr. Beast definitely can kill or help kill PL. That's for sure.
he's got a Aghanims and a BKB. He's ready to go. Kind of.
Hyper. Getting Basher next.
Mid
Ja?
lane, Ja. He's poking around. He's inside the ice shards, but he'll get away. He'll blink away. That's some dangerous though. Wow, goodbye Sasquatch. Was killed by Redbot and typical
Support go.
TN while dewarding, apparently. Back over to John. He's being gone on, but
fighting?
BKB and fighting. TA's half HP, still has 2 lives. CM is well back on TP into the outpost. Festival has fallen, but so is one life of John. Reno will be the spear has missed. PL still has no damage on Redbot. Wants to go on in, find the right initiation. Silence will not be there on Crony. Slowball comes through, delay the fight for the time being. Hyper still man fighting. TN has the miss chance 3 times in a row. So many miss chances actually. Typical TN should not be alive right now, but the miss chance was absolutely clutch. Now it's Hyper. Pulverize up here. He's already half HP. Silence again. PL dropping. Is there a save? Snowball delays. Doppel comes through from Hyper. Sasquatch has fallen. That is a dieback. Dark comes through. They're on ET.
no!
Hyper's still fighting. Ja to fall. He's died now twice in the fight. He'll onslaught through on the Primal Beast, but it's time to run. You've lost your carry. He's dead for a full minute. And Hyper wants more. Heads to Karan. Has a 2-man shard. Diving tier 3s. Karan out of mana. He'll uproar, but he's angry. He knows he is dead. He'll ulti for good measure, but there's no stopping that one. And PL,
Wow,
well,
what a crazy fight.
is now too big to fail. One more kill. They're on Ricky. It's a disaster. Somehow Dyer's still up by 2,000 gold, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
PL is too big to fail. What is in the courier? Is that a full butterfly in the courier? Oh, yeah, it's full basher. Never mind, full basher.
Okay.
Get a butterfly and quick fire earlier, but you mentioned the basher, so probably should have affected the basher. T3 mid.
T is up.
Already dead. TA is back though, as you mentioned, and Ricky is responding as well. They'll have Karan in 15, and Hyper wants buildings. He wanted the melee barracks. Bit of a greedier move to go for the melee racks over the range racks. As a result, he will be empty-handed with no racks. And we're back to farming. Unless Radiant double back. They're still playing right outside Little Bro's high grounds. They can say play the map over here, push in bottom lane, push in middle lane, perhaps chip this bottom T2 tower, secure more map control. But before that happens, Dire is moving up as 4. They want to go on Hyper. Marshall's blink is cancelled. Marshall has BKB, but at this point, Hyper is rooting and saying the back comes on Mars. He's forced to BKB in Arena. Spear will not be there. Oh, and she hits the real PL, but I'm sure if they know it's the real PL for the time being. Dire trying to run away. Festival goes and Festival going in there on 2. But at this point, you've used your BKB, you've used your arena, you've got nothing.
Ricky needs 1 more level to be useful. Permanent smoke in fights.
So close. Is there a tome available? It's probably taken already. Yeah, it's already been taken. Unfortunate. Yeah, slept an illusion, but that's only an illusion. The lane, ET, he wants to go in here. He's thinking about it. But he isn't. He's a 4 steps, not a blink dagger, so it's hard to go on the TA there. Back to mid lane. The racks, melee racks, are still injured. Mischance comes through. Hyper is forced to move to the range racks for now. Marshall has blink, spear, but no arena for 25 seconds. Range racks. We'll get glyph for now. Hyper puts through spears. He's again delaying any chance for Naruto initiation. Marshall, his blink is still up, but he cannot find the angle. The other racks have fallen. Range racks to follow. Pulverize on Timber Saw. Marshall falls up, but he BKB's in time. Crony's still man fighting. Hyper is in. Dire begin to collapse. TA will attempt the BKB and fight. Festival's rolling around. Hyper dives the back lines. Marshall is dropping. Karan is running the problems. Arena is there on PO. PO does not care. Redbot is dead. The trade for Festival, but Marshall is very, very low. Spear brings Crony back. Ja looks for the angle. Cannot find it. He's slowed. He's bashed. He's out of mana. He is dead. Crony was the trade. But you again have lost Templar Assassin. She does have a buyback, and she might have to use it.
Permanent silence is here.
Currently a 4v3. Dire have the 4. If they can find the jump on PL, TA can buy back into the fight. Hyper is going in deep. They know the real PL's in right now. He's bashed Karan. Marshall the spear. He's broken on the real PL. He'll doppel, going in further. Half HP on PL. Only has 1 life, but he's still reaching with the height right now. Ja does not use the buyback. T3 bottom.
Need more
is
damage
dead.
for him.
Yeah, the racks. The new
Please
target.
don't have damage.
Already half HP. Still no Ja. He's alive in a 40. Karan will onslaught forward. Being the PL illusions, but not the real PL. PL the doppel. Dire go in. Sweep dart on Sasquatch. ET the target. Pulverize on Tusk. Tusk is dropping. Tusk will fall. But PL is ready to play Dota 2, or perhaps not. CM we left to die with both supports dead. Hyper will bail. He understands he is down in numbers and will not give his life away. However, the buildings, they are gone. Mid-racks fully dead. Melee racks bottom gone. And Hyper gets away. This game's over, isn't it? It's only a 1k net worth lead, but it feels so incredibly over. They just don't have an answer. They do not have an answer for Phantom Lancer. And, well, they suddenly have one less answer. They have one more problem to deal with.
Scary.
He's not a Butterfly. There's no MKB. There's no Bloodthorn. He's going dataless on Templar
Use
Assassin.
the Ags on TA. Get him to split.
It would help, but at this point, there's nothing.
Dire's top tower is under
Watch if they.
That's Daedalus. Daedalus is completed on TA.
Oh man, it's gonna be 2 lives on PL now. 3 Roshan. Second of the game. Aegis and Shard. Aegis goes to Hyper, Shard to somebody else. Not quite. Going to go to Crony on the Timber Saw. So it's going to be one more time to run it down the lanes. We are a racks and a half away from Megas, but this T3 top has 29 HP, Aaron. Look at it. It's so injured.
Yeah, it's gonna die to 1 right click.
Oh no, this is not a happy day to be a tower. A Timbersaw one shot, not even PL, Timbersaw.
He's here. The smokes need to come out.
They have to go now though. If they don't go right now, they're going to lose Mega. Pulverize is there on Timbersaw. He's half HP. Right click by Ja. Crony BKBs.
Timbersaw?
Yules himself.
Up
He's
die?
trying to get away. Redbot goes in the backline, stunning on Festival. Sasquatch is low. Sasquatch is going to have a Crony gets away.
Yo, on
the
the
trade wheel is
TA.
for Ja. He was solo killed by Hyper. Festival's rolling around now. She actually has no buyback. She bought out for the Daedalus. Oh no. Typical TN dies on the west side. On the east side, the barracks are being taken. Range Rack's dead. Melee Rack's dead. Ricky is bought back, but we are range racks away from mega creeps. And the defense, it
This'll make it a
seems
1-for-1.
impossible. Karan onslaughts forward. Crony Yules is in time. And now Snowball will come through from ET. Stunning, I believe, nobody. Spear brings Hyper back. Punch up is there on Karan. Hyper is still diving on Redbot under tier 4 towers. Marcy is dead. The trade is for ET, but Hyper does not care. He bashes Marshall. Marshall is dropping. He's low on mana. He's low on HP. He will get away for the time being, but Hyper will instead turn to Karan. One more bash, this time on Primal Beast. And Primal Beast will get away for the time being. No more bashes come through. Hyper is going for not buildings. He's going for damage and kills. He's just diving even further under tier 4 towers. He's again fighting with Marshall. One more bash on the Mars. Mars will perish. He does have buyback. He'll commit to the buyback. Meanwhile, Pulverize is there on Festival. The Pangolier is low, but again, Hyper goes on Marshall. It'll be a dieback on Mars. Over to Pango. He'll die as well. Now 1 for 2 in the Dire base. PLV, Ricky, and Primal Beast. But the problem is they cannot stop the PL. He wants more kills. He moves to the range racks. Range racks are so incredibly low. People get glyphed for the time being. Perhaps that'll save the racks, but Ja, who just respawned, is being gone on again in the 3v1. But even the 3 cannot fight. He'll Melt Strike, Pulverize on the real PL. PL still about 1/3 HP, but he has 2 lives. Will even lose 1 life. Perhaps not. Mega secured. BKB from Sasquatch. No freezing field. The damage is massive again, but Siam has perished. And PL is still absolutely fine. Ja blinks away. Karan the target bashed again by the Phantom Lancer. ETS returns to the fight. Respawn already into the fight this long ago, and now with the Ricky dead, there will finally be the Aegis taken. Problem is, he's still alive.
Alive, yeah.
He's alive again. He's going to the fountain. He wants to dive the fountain. He's not done. He is
The
not
fire?
done at all. 1 tier 4 is dead. Hyper cannot get on Ja. Karam meanwhile gets his pulverized canceled by the Walrus Punch from ET. He's already half HP.
Karan?
Will go in. He'll doppel. He'll bash the Primal Beast. Primal Beast will attempt to uproar and run away. Gets uproar again. But he's already dead and he has no buyback. Over to Red Bot. He's dead as well. John, the lone survivor, fights in a 1v5. He'll get snowball stunned, he'll get bashed, he'll get roll stunned, he'll get brought down. That's a full 5-man fight from GG is called. And we will have a 1-1 draw between Kittens and Matching Bunnies and Little Bros.
That's a good game. Good series.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Fantastic.
So it's a 1-1, so both of them are going to playoffs then.
Oh, surely. And it's looking a lot like Kittens will get a top 4 seed, so they'll be in that winner's bracket. Looking a lot like it. They still have 1 more series left, but they're in a good spot to make top 4. I believe 7, so that means Little Bros will end the group stage at 7-11. And it's possible that will be enough, but it'll be tight. I'm looking at the playoff picture right now. So we have Colonel Squid's team at 5 wins, Wife's team at 6 wins, and Near's team at 6 wins as well. Problem, all 3 of those teams have games to play, and Ja's team does not.
Yeah, so they're done with getting their points.
They are going to need a little bit of help to make it in. If they get extremely unlucky, then they're screwed.
Yeah, but they're pretty unlucky. I'm sure they'll make it.
Either way, though, I mean, it's a pretty fantastic series. Game 1 was good. Game 2 was also pretty good. So, had a fun time.
Yeah, it was a fun series. Thanks for letting me in, cast with you, Badger.
Thanks for coming on, Aaron. Do you have any final words, call-outs, shouts to say to the people,
Nope.
legal ads?
Shout out to the boys. Shout out to
the
Chicken.
boys. And they know who they are, I'm sure. They know who they are.
Yep. They know who the boys are.
So, my name is Badger. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me over on Discord, Badger5713, or on Twitter, twitter.com/BadgerDota2. If you are a pro tournament organizer looking for a caster for your DPC events or other pro tournaments, I can cast your stuff with my co-caster of choice, Logical, or with an analyst of your choosing. Contact me at those same spots. Thank you to my main man and Divinity's fan, aka Jim, aka Rook, aka Salacious Sea Lion 62 for the subscription. And to the viewers again, as always, thanks for tuning on in. Congratulations to both teams on the 1-1 draw. As always, thank you for watching, and have a good night.